About this one tonight, it's Ashland and Ironton. The Tomcats stopped that losing streak, Charlie, of 17 in a row a year ago, and a little to build on. And Coach Hart said it. You don't pay a lot of attention, but it does give you confidence going into tonight's game.
I don't think there's any question about that, Dickie. And something's got to give tonight. Ironton's defense or Ashland's offense, and I'm of the belief that Ashland offense is going to prevail. Do I think they're going to score their average tonight? Nah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think no.
But on the flip side, I think we saw some real signs the last couple of games of some defensability on Ashland's part. So I don't know. But you can't beat the setting. I don't care where you go. You can't beat the setting.
This place is absolutely my second favorite place anyway. I love Putnam Stadium, but this place, if I had to be someplace else, this is where I'd be. I love the covered roof over on the far side, and I don't know how many people that thing seats over there, but I would many thousand. And of course the bleachers here on the near side and the surrounding, and their beautiful new school that's down to our left, and it is.
That's the only thing I don't like about it.
It's the new school.
Well, the setting, because the old school just kind of was a part of it all.
Yeah, it kind of blended in, didn't it?
Yeah. But we're going to see some good football tonight. I don't make predictions normally, but I think Ashland by at least 2 touchdowns tonight.
Well, you're going out on a limb. I'd take 21-20 and go to the house, but that's okay. Ironton is a good football team. I'm not sure they have been tested up to this point. The people they played, Wheelersburg is always a good football team, but they are 1-2. Russell's 1-3, and we know that they're down this year. And then Chillicothe hadn't won a game they played, so I'm not sure they've been. They faced a team like Ashland coming in tonight.
And I think, in hindsight, we played an awful good team in Greenup County, and we played an excellent team in Belfry. And those are just, I think of the 4 wins, those 2 they're not blue chip wins, but they're certainly quality wins.
Yeah, there's no question about that. As I told you, the officials have already flipped the coin. They did that several minutes ago. Ashland won the flip, and they would defer to the second half, while Ironton will get to football, and they'll be going left to right on your dial. David Payne's downstairs somewhere, and the field looks very nice. Dirk, does it not? Yeah, let's see here.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little long. The grass is a little long, but other than that, it's fine. Looks fine. It's not wet. It's pretty dry after yesterday's rains, and so.
The longer the grass, the slower the speed.
That's an old motto that the Indians used to employ.
Hey, do you know where the officials are from?
No, I have no idea where they're from. I'm not commenting on it, and you're not baiting me into this.
Well, I was going to give you a little joke here.
One of them has a earphone, and I know he's listening to me. So I'm sure they're all wonderful people.
I'm sure they are, but I think they live right. We can see a couple of houses there. I think they live right down the road here. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I am kidding, but I'm not real sure where they're from.
I'll guarantee you they're not far from those houses.
That's the only thing about coming to Ohio, and Kentucky fans love to talk about it when they come over here. They said you better be 2 touchdowns better than Ironton. And then you talk to the Ohio fans and the Ironton fans, and they think the same thing when they come to Putnam Stadium.
Yeah, the only difference, though, is we don't pick our officials.
That's true.
They do.
And they do. And that is a big difference in my opinion.
All I know is the other day at Optimus, the over-under was 2 touchdowns called back.
And that has happened. I can remember. All right. It's Ashland and Ironton. Both teams are getting ready to hit the field again, and we'll be back with the kickoff in a moment. Stay with us here on B97.1.
Boy, I do love that, though, where they line up all the way around.
Uh-huh.
And look at the kids sitting down over there through the bars.
Yeah, with their legs hanging down.
I think that's neat.
Yeah, they do. I like that.
While we got a break reaction, let's give away something out of the program.
Just that by itself, there's not a whole lot better, is there?
No.
Number 156, 156. If you got it, bring it to the press box.
Well, do a good job tonight and don't get pissed.
Okay. Now, bring that one back.
Just hear a couple.
Can I watch your replays?
And don't use the word homered. We've been homered.
Yes, and we probably homered a few in our time.
Y'all, did you coordinate with them? Make sure you wore the same shirts that they were.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
First one, Steve Dowdy. He's a great guy.
Stand out on the field, scratch your knuckles right now.
I can't see it.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tanks Memorial Stadium here in Ironton as the Tomcats have taken the field. We await the arrival of the Ironton Tigers, and we await the arrival of kickoff, the Ironton High School $1 Million Marching Band out there, and I guess they formed a tunnel for the Tigers to come out, and they'll do their thing, and then we'll get ready to play some football as it's a jam-packed stadium. I don't see any seats available, maybe a couple of box seats over there on the far side, right around the 40-45 yard line, but there's not much of a there's no seating anyplace else, and Tomcat fans have come out in all their glory, and they line the bleachers on this side as well as the fence down to our left and to our right. So estimation of most people thought it would be 7,000 or 8,000 fans here, and I guarantee you that's what will probably happen here tonight, and that's basically what happened last year at Putnam Stadium when the Tomcats and hosted the Tigers, and it was quite a night of football. Ashland won that one 26-12. Don't forget, after the game, we'll be awarding our big tackle of the game, Monroe's Collision Centers. After the game, we'll award the Monroe Collision of the hit of the game to a Tomcat player. Monroe's Collision Center at 2788 Greenup Avenue in Ashland, home of the free loaner car. And don't forget, you can pick up these games on the internet at www.b97fm.com. So if you know somebody can't pick up the radio signal, you can sure pick it up on the internet at www.b97fm.com. And also on your iPhones and those other phones that are similar to iPhones, whatever they're called, I don't remember.
Droids.
Droid is one. You can pick those up by an app that's called iHeartRadio, and then you follow the directions and you can pick it up on your phone as well. So I've got all those announcements in. And
you're just a regular little brain trust, aren't you?
I mean, if you can't pick up this game on the internet or on the radio or on your iPhone or whatever it is, you're not living in the 21st century or whatever. Well, the Tigers have hit the field, and we're almost ready to play football as the Ironton Fighting Tigers come out. They're clad in white pants tonight with their Cleveland Brown tops, black tops with orange trim and white numerals and orange headgears. The Tomcats are in all white tonight with maroon numerals and trim. And as soon as we get them all out and get the band off the field, we'll play some football.
And you know, Dickie, since we're got some free time here, it's kind of neat to see majorettes.
Yes, it is.
You know,
Mark Maynard was asking me, he's doing the game on TV, when did Ashland last have majorettes? And I don't remember.
I remember when I was in school, Russell had them.
Yes, and I think that when I was in school, Ashland had them. I was back in the 70s, so... And I know Kathy Goebel was a majorette, and that was
some time ago.
So it was a few years ago. And but I know that I think we had majorettes when I was in school. I think.
I know we did it.
They, actually, their entry was throwing their batons over the goal post.
Did it really? I didn't see that.
No, yeah. I went down and asked Goebel about it and make sure she saw it. I mean, Kathy Goebel.
Yeah.
Goebel, and she saw it. So
okay. That would be a good trivia question. What was the last year Ashland had majorettes?
It'd be a trivia question. I'm not sure it'd be necessarily a good one.
Well, but it is a trivia
No,
question.
I agree. I agree. It's kind of something that, I mean, these girls were athletes too when you get right down to it.
I couldn't throw a baton over the goalpost.
Well, you couldn't catch it sure.
For sure, I couldn't catch it on the other side. Chris Pritchard will tee it up on the 40 to our right, back in double safety. You've got Wilkes and Brown standing at about the 15-yard line. Pritchard awaits the go-ahead from the officials, and we'll be ready to get this old rivalry underway here at Tanks Memorial Stadium. Tress Wilkes back deep in, along with Deion Brown, a sophomore, Wilkes a senior, their leading rusher. Again, Pritchard awaits the go-ahead. He's got the whistle, approaches the football, and we're underway at Tank Stadium. A line drive down the middle of the field picked up by an up man at the 25-30, and he's down to about the 35-36. And he's down by the Tomcats' Ramey along with Harley Davis. And it was Deion Brown returning it. Ironton will start 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line as play just underway. We'll have a hard time with the clock tonight because it's down to our right, and we have no way of basically seeing it. Football at the far hash mark as Waginger, the quarterback, will bring him out in the full house back T formation, double tight ends in Lawless and Rawlings. The fullback is Warner, the halfback's Wilkes, who gets a call, and here he comes across the 40, and he's off. We may not catch him. He's at the 25-20, 10-5, touchdown Ironton Tigers on the first play from the line of scrimmage. Not a good sign to get this one underway, I'll tell you that. 64-yard touchdown run by Wilkes, and the Tigers are on the board very, very quickly. And it comes on the first play of the football game. And the clock reads 11:46. Well, that's not the way you want to get things started. Wilkes goes 64 yards on a little trap play off the right side. Ashland's defense was sucked in, and he was gone, and the Tigers have the early 6-0 lead. They will try and kick the extra point. The man trying to kick it, Waginger, will hold, and normally it's Trevor White who will kick it. David?
All right, Dickie.
Williams, Dickie.
Williams, okay.
Flags on the play.
Okay, we don't even get it underway. We got an early flag.
Ashland offsides.
All right, they'll go half the distance of the goal, and I think Coach Lutz will go for 2 from here. I would. Of course, I'm not to question him. He's 40. He's been around 40 years and won 2 state titles. All right, they will go for 2 as the kickoff team or the extra point team goes off the field, and the Tigers will go for 2. Wilkes goes 64 yards on the first play from the line of scrimmage, and Ironton leads it 6-0. We've only played 14 seconds. All right, Waginger brings him out. Again, full house backfield, double tight ends. Hager right halfback, Wilkes left. Warner is your fullback. They're going to give it to Warner straight up the gut, and he goes in untouched. And with 11:46 left to go here in the first quarter, it's an early Ironton lead. Warner with the 2-point conversion. It's Ironton 8, Ashland 0. We'll be back in a moment on B97.1.
Welcome to Ironton.
Yeah. One play, 64 yards.
5 seconds.
And that took a whole 5 seconds. Well, there goes our linebackers again. Jesus. They're bad. I didn't even see who they started linebacker.
I didn't even look. No.
But whoever he was, he sucked.
And there wasn't any trickery in that one.
Nope.
They don't have good linebackers, Dickie.
Nope.
Trevor White to take a kickoff for the Tigers. Back lead for the Tomcats.
Trevor White with the ensuing kickoff, picked up by Pritchard at his 25. He's across the 30, 35, 40, and up near the 41-yard line. So the Tomcats will have great field position They'll start 1st and 10 about their 41-yard line, but they trail early 8-0 on the first play on the line of scrimmage. Trey Wilkes goes 64 yards for the score. Warner gets a 2-point conversion, and it is 8-0 Ironton, only 14 seconds in. 1st and 10, we'll spot it at the 40 as the Tomcats come out. The center is Cornaby Suttles, as of course Wessel is out of the game with that knee. And we'll get the rest of the linemen in a moment. Hunter's in the shotgun. Withrow to the left side. Wetzel, Nunley to the right. In the backfield, you've got Watson Rogers, and Hunter's going to roll to his right to throw. Under pressure, he's got wide open Nunley, and he dropped the football at the Ironton 35. I mean, he was wide open. Nobody within yards of him, and Nunley just tried to run before he caught the football. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tomcats now at their own 40-yard line. Just underway. Ashland obviously a little bit nervous and falling behind 8-0. Maybe a little pressure on them here early.
I think they're feeling a little bit of Tank Stadium jitters.
Withrow comes to the left side, the short side of the field. Wetzel and Nunley to the right. Again, Watson Rogers split in the backfield behind Hunter, who's in the shotgun formation. Suttles out over the center, and Ironton in a 3-man front. Hunter's going to give it to Rogers around the right side. He needs a block. He's going to get it. There he goes across the 40. It hurdles him at the 45. Up near the 47, 48-yard line comes Trey Rogers, the hard-running senior halfback for the Tomcats, who's gained 349 yards coming into the game. He picks up about 8 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 2 for the Cats. Their first try at a 3rd down conversion now. Up at their own 48-yard line. Got to go just on past the 50. Hunter runs to the sideline to get the play from Coach Leon Hart and comes out on a 3rd and 2 at his own 48-yard line. Withrow and Nunley come to the left side. Wetzel to the short side up on top. Hunter barking him out. Now he changes the plays. He's got Watson Rogers in the backfield with him in the shotgun formation on 3rd and 2. Hunter is going to give on a counter. Here comes Watts, big hole. First down across the 50 down to the Ironton 44-yard line. Comes a hard-running fullback, Cody Watts, as Ashland picks up their first down of the night.
Dickie, that was
It was a big first down, a big play for the Tomcats as they pick up 7. They got to take it right down the field as they trail early here in this ball game.
Well, I think it
8-0.
I think it takes a little bit of pressure off Ashland at this point.
Watts comes out of the game, and in for the Tomcats at the other running back now is John Stafford, the senior. So Rogers and Stafford in the backfield. Wetzel and Withrow to the left side. Nunley's going to be tight right. Unbalanced line for the Tomcats to the left side now as Hunter's in the shotgun. It's a bad snap, gets through him. He's going to throw the football, or is he? He's going to run out of there. Looking downfield at the 35-40. Throws it way downfield, intended for Withrow. Knocked away, incomplete at the 12, and Hunter took a real hit. And so did an Ironton player at the 45-yard line. Hunter might have been hit a little bit late. Flags are down at the Ironton 40-yard line, and we also have 2 players down, and the injured Ironton player is Wilkes, who's real wobbly getting up. And he's all right. Sam Hunter is all right as well. As he got up, he might have gotten a late hit. Withrow went up for the pass, couldn't quite get it, knocked away nicely by Waginger. And the flag is thrown at the Ironton 40, so I don't know what the flag's all about. It was 1st and 10 for the Tomcats at the 44. It'll be pass or illegal receiver downfield against Ashland, and also a block in the back, so they can decline the penalty or take the penalty.
Well, we don't need to start this in the first quarter.
No, and here we go already. Sam Hunter, of course, got blasted. We also got a flag back here. What's this flag about? That's where Sam Hunter was hit after the play. And he was hit after the play, and they'll mark the penalty back inside the 30, back to the 26-yard line. Gee, my good God, what kind of a penalty was that?
Was that a 30-yard penalty?
6, 16, 26. That's a 30-yard penalty? How can that be? How can you be a 30-yard penalty?
From the spot of the infraction.
From the spot?
Over in Ohio, it's from the spot.
Oh, my God. It's 2nd down, and I don't know how long. Here come the Tomcats. Hunter's got them out. It's 1st down, though, is the good news. Wideouts to the right and to the left. They give on the counter. Here comes Trey Rogers across the 30. Still battling up near the 34, 35-yard line comes Rogers. Jesus, God, that was awful. A gain of 9 on the play, but it's still 2nd down and half the football field to go.
And then another half.
They've got to go to the Ironton 34-yard line. The ball sits at their own 35, so you figure it out. Hunter's got him in the shotgun. Wideouts to the right and Nunley and Wetzel. One to the near side, Withrow. Rogers and Watts are in the backfield for Sam Hunter in the shotgun. Ironton in a three-man front. Hunter takes a snap. He's got all day. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run with it. There's a ring neck right there.
And
they finally got the flag.
And that's a good flag.
It's a good flag. They finally got it. Hunter goes down right at the line of scrimmage, but that's going to be a ring necking against Ironton and a personal foul. Got to call that one for God's sakes.
And is that an automatic first down?
It might be. Don't know. They'll mark off the penalty. The point of infraction, the 35-yard line. They'll make it up to the 45, up to the 50, and now down the Ironton 49-yard line where it'll be second down all over again. It will not be first down. It'll be second down and about 16 now at the Ironton 49-yard line. Personal foul against Ironton of 15 yards. Shotgun formation, twin wideouts to the left. Backs are split for Hunter back there. He looks out in the flat. He's got Wetzel, and Wetzel makes a good stab. Now breaks one tackle, won't get away from the other. Goes down the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Dickie, that was great defense by number 28 of Ironton. Great
That's
defense.
Wilkes. It'll be third down for the Tomcats. They are 1 of 1 in third down conversions tonight. Third down and 16 for the Tomcats now at the 50-yard line is where they spot the football. Wide out to the right goes Wetzel and Nunley. To the near side is Withrow. Hunter in the shotgun formation. He's got Watts and Rogers back there with him. Third and long. Here's the blitz. It's coming in. Here comes Hunter. He's coming out of there on the dead run, and on the run he goes. He's got 5, maybe 6 yards down to the Ironton 45-yard line. Won't be enough for the first down, and the Tomcats are going to have to punt for the first time tonight. Ashland did not punt last week at all. Of course, they only had 8 possessions and scored on every possession. It'll be fourth down about 10 as Hunter picked up the 6. And fourth and 10 for the Tomcats at the Ironton 45-yard line.
If you're Leon Hart, is it too early in the game to have Hunter do something special?
It might be. I don't know. Hunter to punt the football away. Back in single safety is Wilkes. It's a good snap. Hunter's going to get it off. Line drive. It'll hit at the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Headed for the sideline. Going to be down by great job by McLeod down at about the 2-yard line. Matt McLeod with a great job, and Hunter gets a dandy punt off, a little line drive that scoots down inside the 5 to the 2, and Ironton will take over deep in their own territory. The Tigers will have it first and 10 about their 2-yard line, but they lead it 8-0. On the first play of the game, they scored a 64-yard touchdown run by Wilkes and got the 2-point conversion. Tomcats were moving the football on their last possession, but ran into penalties. They'll start at the 2. Weiginger's your quarterback. Wilkes, Warner, and Hager in the T formation. Rollins and Lawless are the ends. They are tight. Now we've got a new halfback in there. Out of the game is Hager, and Trevor White is in. Here's Weiginger. He's going to give left side to fullback Warner. Got maybe a yard to the 3. Maybe. They'll spot his forward progress up near the 3-yard line. We'll call it second down and 9 for the Tigers now. At their own 3-yard line, leading 8-0 here in the early going. Out goes Trevor White, coming back in as Hager at the halfback position. He's there with Warner and Wilkes in the T formation. Lawless, a tight end on the right. Rollins, tight end on the left. The old T formation, full house backfield. As Weiginger brings him to the line, second and long. He's going to roll to his right, throw the football. Looking. Now he's under pressure. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run. Hardy had him and lost him. He's across the 10 to 15, up near the 18, and a first down for the Tigers. Got out of the hole. Good coverage from the Tomcat secondary, but give Weiginger all the credit in the world. He got away from Trent Hardy and outran him to the sideline. He picks up the first down. Ironton's second first down of the night as he takes it from the 3 up to the 19. A gain of 16 and a big first down for the Tigers. First and 10. They're out of the shadow of their goalpost at their own 19-yard line, though. They're deep in their own territory, but the Tomcats need to stop them. White is a halfback on the right side. Warner is now the halfback on the left, and Wilkes has moved to the fullback slot. Both ends are tight. They're going to give it to Wilkes. Wilkes is going to pound forward. Up across the 20, up near the 23, 24-yard line comes Wilkes, who's moved to the fullback slot.
Ryan Warner is the ball carrier.
They give him up to the 25-yard line. Nice gain on the play of about 6. Second down and 4.
Ashland's just going to have to man up, Dickie.
Yep, going to play physical. Second down, about 4 for the Tigers now, just shy of their 25-yard line. The officials stop the clock. They've got a headgear that's come undone on Ironton's Brad Spoljaric, one of their tackles.
And, Dickie, I don't know. This official, I'm not sure about him. He must have a kid playing because a little while ago he was acting like a trainer.
Oh, was he? Okay. Maybe. Double tight ends again, full house T formation. Weiginger up under center, 2nd and 4. Give it to Warner off the left side. There's Justice to lame down along with Kyle Bush. He got a yard, maybe 2, up near the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Tigers. Their first attempt at a 3rd down conversion tonight. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. They have it just shy of their 27-yard line. Big down here for both these clubs. Weiginger heads to the sideline to get the play from head coach Bob Lutz and returns to the huddle. 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers at about their 27-yard line. Football in the middle of the field. Weiginger brings him to the line. Now the T formation broken. White is the wing on the left side. Backs are split behind Weiginger. He's trying to draw Ashland off sides. Not going to work. Cats got 9 in the box. They flip it out to Warner. He's got the first down as he brings it up near the 28, 29-yard line. Well, appears to be. Maybe he may be short. The ever important spot, and they spotted it backwards. It's a back foot spot, and he may not have gotten it. Officials are going to stop the clock, look it over, and they're going to bring out the chains. He did not get a good spot, I can tell you that.
You don't think?
No, I didn't think so. He had to come to just to the 29.
Well, he's way past that. He's up against the 30.
Yeah, I think he's closer to the 30. And they'll bring out the change, and the stretch of the change will show. As the Tigers started back on their 2-yard line, it is a first down by the length of the football. Warner's a workhorse so far.
And you're right, Dickie. Poor mark. It should have been a first down.
1st and 10 for the Tigers now. They have it just shy of their 30-yard line. They started back at their 2. Tomcat defense got a bow up here. Football to far hash mark. Again, double tight ends and Rollins and Lawless. Warner the fullback, White and Wilkes are the halfbacks. Here's the play that he scored on, and here he comes. He's across the 40. He's going to outrun everybody to the end zone. He's inside the 30. He's down to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Ironton. Same play he scored on before. This one goes 71 yards, and the Tigers lead it 14-0, and the route is on. I don't know what the Tomcats are doing defensively, but whatever they're doing, it ain't working. That clock says 4:58, I think, doesn't it, Charlie?
I think it's 4:50, Dickie.
Is it 4:50?
I think so.
I have no idea. Whatever the case may be, it's another Tiger touchdown, and the second for Wilkes tonight. This one on a 71-yard run. And Ironton leads it 14-0, and Williams will try the extra point. David? Well, he's not listening, so the kick is up, and it is good. So Williams makes it a 15-0 game. Ironton leads it with 4:50 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment on B97.1.
Get your programs out. Good for our home security system from your local state foundation, Kim Weber and Gary Lee. That number is 45. 4-5. You got it? Bring it to the press box.
Well, okay. What do you got now?
I got 6 plays,
Okay.
98 yards.
Oh, my God, that's right. It wasn't 98 yards.
256.
Cable 24.
Same play as before.
Again, it's Saturday at 9 a.m. 1 to 7 p.m.
Just like Greenup, the only difference is they're a better team.
Do you think?
Riverton and Tom Corner. Channel 24.
I never would have thought this.
Nope, not me.
Trevor White to kick off. Lily Massey back in for the Tomcats.
Well, the Tigers do an unbelievable drive. Nearly the football field. 98 yards in 6 plays. Wilkes goes 71 yards for the score. The point good by Williams, and it's 15-0. Here comes Massey with a kickoff at the 20-25, and they'll nail him at about the 25-yard line. So Ashland will start there, but they're in a big hole now. They trail it 15-0 to the Ironton Tigers. Wilkes has carried twice for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. A 64-yard gallop and a 71-yard gallop. 1st and 10 for the Tomcats now, and we'll call it the 24-yard line. We're still in the first quarter, and Ironton with a 2-touchdown lead already. Sam Hunter is your quarterback. Tomcat offense has got to come roaring back, and they can do it. They're high-powered, but they're going to have to get in gear here shortly. Wide to the right side goes Wetzel. He's over there along with Massey. To the near side, you've got Withrow. Hunter in the shotgun, and he's got Rogers in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts to the right side. Hunter takes a snap. He's going to give on the end around. Here comes Massey. Needs a block, and he sprints out to his right. He's across the 25, up near the 26-yard line. Doesn't get much. And it'll be 2nd and long for the Cats. Tried to get it outside. What Ironton did, they had great pursuit, and they just stretched it outside, and the pursuit came after him, and Massey only picked up 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, his strength is not north and south.
No. Withrow and Rogers come split to the near side. To the right side, Nunley and Wetzel. Hunter in the shotgun. He's got Watts back there with him, guarding him on his right side. Swift and Ward are the guards. Hardy and Johnson the tackles. Suttles the center. He'll take the snap and give it to Sam Hunter. Hunter will look out to his left. Now he's going to throw across the middle. He's got Wetzel. Breaks a tackle across the 30. Up near the 33, 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but very close as Wetzel gets his 2nd reception of the night. And they're going to look it over, and they may have to bring out the chains. It's a little bit closer than I thought.
It is close.
Official's going to stop the clock, and they will bring out the chains. Looked to be about a yard short, but they gave him a good spot up near the 34-yard line. And they'll bring the chains across the field. We're still in the first quarter with Ironton leading it 15-0.
I think he's about half the football short.
Do you?
Yes,
okay.
Sir. But then again, what do I know?
Well, and the stretch of the chains will show it is indeed a first down. A gain of 9.
Just by the tip.
2nd first down for the Tomcats tonight compared to Ironton's 4. It's 1st and 10 for the Cats now at the 34. We can't afford penalties, trailing 15-0. You got to keep that football and keep moving the chains down the field, and hopefully get on the board and get back in this one. Withrow to the near side with Rogers and Nunley. To up on top, you've got Wetzel, the short side of the field. And Hunter's in the shotgun. He's got Cody Watts back there with him. Ironton in a 3-man front. They're dropping 8 in the shotgun formation. Hunter takes a snap, fumbles it again, throws it on the bubble scheme to Withrow. He's got it, 45, across the 40, up near the 42-yard line. Hunter having trouble hanging on to the football. These are good snaps from Suttles. They're not C.J. Suttles' problem. It's Sammy Hunter having trouble hanging on to the football. And I think it's a question of him hearing footsteps, a gain of 8.
You know, Sammy, if you think about it, has had some difficulty this whole year.
Yeah, I agree. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for the Cats now, up at their own 42-yard line. Withrow to the left side, Wetzel and Nunley to the right. Watts and Rogers in the backfield behind Sam Hunter in the shotgun formation. 2nd and short for the Cats. Ironton still in that 3-man front. Now they're showing blitz as Nunley comes in motion. Give it on the counter play. Here comes Watts. Bounces it outside, but he ain't going to get much. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Again, great pursuit from Ironton from Webb and White. And it'll be a 3rd down and short for the Cats, who are 1 of 2 in 3rd down conversions tonight. And 3rd down about 2. No gain on the play.
Dickie, it's a little slow to materialize, and I think in part it's the down linemen for Ironton defensively are really pushing back the offensive line.
I agree. War's one in the trenches right now. Ironton's winning it. 3rd and short for the Tomcats now at their own 42. Wideouts to the left are Rogers and Withrow. To the right, Wetzel and Nunley. Hunter has got Watts back there with him in the shotgun on 3rd and short. Hunter looks out in the flat to Withrow. He can't connect at the first down marker. Wilkes is all over him. Officials not going to call it, and it'll be 4th down for Ashland. Hunter throws it incomplete. He's 3 of 5 through the air for 17 yards. And the bad news is Ashland's got to give it back to Ironton, who's been superb offensively. They've had 2 possessions and scored on all 2. So the Cats will punt it away. Sam Hunter got a great punt off the first time, a 43-yarder that pinned Ironton at the 2, but that didn't stop them. They went 98 yards for the score. Single safety is Wilkes, standing back at the 20-yard line for the Tigers. As Hunter awaits the snap. It's a good one. Nobody coming. Yeah, high end over end. It'll hit the 30, 25, 20. Keep rolling down inside the 20 and go out of bounds down near the 15-yard line. Another nice punt by Hunter. Bad news is Ironton gets the ball back.
And Ironton's really not impressed with these good punts.
No. 44-yarder there by Hunter, so he's had 2 great kicks. But Ironton's got the ball. The first time they had it, 1 play, 64 yards on the first play of the game. Second time, 6 plays, 98 yards. It's 15-0 Ironton, and here come the Tigers, and they scored on the same play. Wilkes on a trap off the right side.
Is that the 14 or the 15?
That's the 14-yard line. Weiginger, the quarterback, and he's got a wide out to the near side, and that is Leach. Backs are split. Here's Weiginger, rolls to his left. He's going to give it up to Warner, and Warner's got short yardage. Across the 15, up near the 17, 18-yard line.
Well, so far.
And we'll give him up to the 22, 23, with second down for Ironton.
Ironton is really showing a lot more tonight than they have against weak teams this year.
Yes, they have. Second down, we'll call it a gain of 3. Second down and 7 for the Tigers as Warner the workhorse tonight, but he hadn't scored. Weiginger off the left side, going to keep it, turn upfield, and here he comes down the far sideline as he crosses the 25. Has a first down for the Tigers. Ironton runs about everything they run. They'll run 85 to 90% toward their home side. But the 2 plays they've scored on have been to the visitor side. That'll be a first down as they spot the football up near the 27-yard line. As Weiginger has his second carry of the night. Ironton's 5th first down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers now. Up near their 27. They lead at 15-0 here in the first quarter of play. White is the halfback along with Wilkes. The fullback is Warner. The ends are now tight. And now they have a wide out to the left side. Weiginger is going to give, and here comes Wilkes, and he didn't get much. Maybe back from the line of scrimmage. There is Krieger in there for the Tomcats, along with Corey Gregg and Kyle Bush. As Wilkes, on his 3rd carry of the night, does not go for a touchdown. That's the good news. No gain. First 2 times he touched it, he got into the end zone. 3 carries, 135 yards tonight for Mr. Wilkes.
Yeah, maybe good things are coming because that's exactly what Marsh did against us at Greenham.
Yeah, that's very true. Ironton, full house backfield. They give it to Warner off the left side again, and there's Shannon Justice and Corey Gregg. No, I beg your pardon. Wagner took it right out of the hands of Warner, and he carries the football. Had me fooled across the 30 up near the 34-yard line.
Had several cats fooled, too.
Yes, he sure did. He had me fooled. There was no question about that. Picked up good yardage, about 7 on the play.
It doesn't cost us
3rd down and
anything,
3.
though. It doesn't cost us anything if we're fooled.
There you go. Ironton 1 of 1 in 3rd down conversions. Last time they had a 3rd down conversion, they went for a score. Ironton leads at 15-0, and that will be the end of the first quarter. As the clock winds down, Ironton leads at 15-0 at the end of 1. We'll be back in a moment on B97.1.
We'll give away a $50 savings bond donated by PNC Bank. Cindy Ross or Robert Priest. That number is 265. 265. You got it? Bring it to the press box.
Hey, you're only going to make one person happy here all night, and that's you.
Well, we start the second 12. Ironton comfortably ahead 15-0, and they have the football. Each time they've had the ball, they've scored. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers now at their own 34-yard line when play resumes. Ironton going right to left on your dial now. Waginger returns to the huddle and ready to call the play. Lawless is an end along with Rollins. They will be tight more often than not. And the running backs are White and Wilkes, the halfbacks, and the fullback is Warner. 3rd and 3, big down. The Tomcats showing 9 in the box. They give it to Warner. He's got the first down, breaking tackles across the 35-40 up near the 42-yard line. Poor tackling for the Tomcats at the line of scrimmage where they had him and couldn't wrap him up. And let's give Warner all the credit in the world as Ironton picks up their 7th first down. Perfect 2 of 2 in 3rd down conversions tonight. Takes it from the 34 to the 42 and a gain of 8.
Dickie, they stood him straight up and he walked the last 3
Yeah,
yards.
he did. One of the workhorse tonight for the Tigers. 6 carries, 22 yards, but Wilkes is the big man. 135 on 3 carries. Double tight ends, T formation, full house backfield. Waginger goes up under center, gives off the right side. No, he's going to tuck it and run. Now he flips it out to Wilkes around the right side at the 45. McLeod's there to wrap him up. Now he gets away at the 50 and lunges for the first down at the Ashland 48 before Stafford finally got him.
Can't run the option any better than that.
Nope. Great kick, and there's a late flag that comes in.
Everywhere.
That'll be a gain of about 10 for Wilkes.
You would assume,
and very close to a first down.
You would assume it's a personal foul against Ashland.
Against Ashland, and that's exactly what it is. Personal foul against Ashland will cost them 15 more. So Wilkes will get 9 on the carry. Then Ironton will
it's
pick
offsetting,
up.
Nicky.
Is it offsetting? I'm
Yep.
sorry. Offsetting penalties.
So we go back and do it over?
2nd down. Wilkes gets his carry of 9. 2nd and a yard for the Tigers now. At the Ashland, just inside the 49-yard line. No, they're going to single first down. Okay, dokie. Let's give him a first down.
So it must have happened after the play.
It did. Dead ball foul. All right, 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Ashland 48. Wide out to the near side now is Wilkes. Backs are split in White and Warner. And a wide out to the right side now over there in Rawlings. So Wagner goes up under center. Ashland in a 4-man front. They give it to Warner. Warner's got 5 more inside the 45. Down near the 44-yard line goes Warner, the fullback. They try to spread Ashland out and gets some of those people out of the box, and Ashland was putting 8 or 9 in the box, and they spread it out a little bit and got a little more running room as Warner picks up 5.
They need to be ever mindful, though, because Lutz will throw it.
Oh, yeah. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 43-yard line, leading it 15-0 already. Wilkes will be your wide out to the right side. Rawlings comes to the left, the wide side of the field. Wagner's got Warner and White split in the backfield as he goes up under center. Here comes Wagner, going to give it to Warner off the right side. They stand him up and throw him back, and there's Trent Hardy all over him for no gain. Brings up 3rd down for the Tigers, but the bad news they're 2 for 2 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They'll give him the line of scrimmage, which is about the 42-43. No gain on the play. 3rd and 5. Ashland's defense really got to make a stand right here. Already behind by 2 touchdowns, and Ironton driving down to about their 42-yard line where it's 3rd down and 5.
And I think they're in 4-down territory.
I think you're about right, John. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, ahead 15-0.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Wilkes comes to the near side. Rawlings goes to the right. Again, Warner and White are split in the backfield behind Waginger. It's 3rd and 5. Now he's going to motion him in just a little bit. And Wilkes will be inside the hash mark. Waginger looking, throws over in the flat. He's got Wilkes, and he dropped the football at the 43-yard line, incomplete. First pass attempted by Ironton tonight is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Tigers at the Ashland 43. And Coach Lutz will send in the punt team.
I'm shocked.
I am too.
But, again, you're up 15-0.
15-0.
Why put it to chance?
Exactly. You can pin Ashland back. And Ashland's offense their high-powered offense is sputtered. Massey and Wetzel standing back inside the 10-yard line. Rawlings is the punter for Ironton. Good snap. Here comes the rush. They don't get to it. High end over end. Wetzel will fair catch. No, he's going to let it hit and goes into the end zone.
That's a nice
Tomcats gets the touchback. Good job by Ryan Wetzel. Good punt by Rawlings of 42 yards, and Ashland will start 1st and 10 at their 20. And for the first time tonight, the Tomcat defense can come off the field with their heads high as they stop the Ironton offense. First and 10 for Ashland. Now the Tomcat offense has got to get in gear as the Cats have it first and 10 at their own 20, trailing at 15-0.
Dickie, there's 9:42.
9:42 to go in the half. Ashland's amassed a couple of first downs and 31 yards rushing and 17 yards passing. Not much for a team that comes in averaging 42 points a game. Twin wideouts to the left, one to the right. Hunter in the shotgun formation with the back split. He's going to give hip. He's going to roll out to his left. Pumps, throws it upfield. He's got his man Nunley at the 35-yard line complete. And it should be a first down. I thought I saw a late flag come in. I'm sorry. That's what I was looking for. Nice catch by Nunley and a gain of 15 for the Cats and a first down. First and 10 for the Tomcats now. They have it at their own 35-yard line. Need to take this one down the field and punch it in. Football to far hash mark. Wetzel will come to the near side. You've got Withrow and Nunley to the left. And Rogers and Watts are in the backfield with Sam Hunter in the shotgun formation. Suttles out over center as Nunley comes in motion to the near sideline. Hunter awaits a snap. He's going to give on the counter, no on the option. He's going to flip it out, and they've got him. In the backfield, Rogers has got to eat it. That is not a good call. Tomcats just don't run the option very well.
They haven't all year.
Nope. A loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13. I think one time they ran the option well. I can't remember who we were playing. Just not there. 2nd and 13 for the Tomcats now at their own 32-yard line. Wetzel and Massey are the wideouts to the near side. Salo and Withrow are to the left. The Tomcats, as Leon Hart likes to call them, they got the Gazelles in there now. Rogers is the man flanking Hunter in the shotgun. He fakes left. Now he's rolling left. Now he's going to throw it over to the middle. He's got his man. That's Withrow up near the 35. It's complete near the 36-yard line. Big hit on the play, but he does pick up short yardage. And now we have a flag. It's going to be holding against Ashland, so that's going to nullify that one. Here we go. Well, I don't say here we go. It's just the way it is. Holding back at the 25. If they take the penalty, it'll take it back to the 15-yard line because that's where the flag was thrown at the 25. So they'll mark off 10 yards there. 3rd penalty against Ashland tonight for 35 yards. And we get 2nd down over again, but we've got to come all the way up to the 46, and the football rests at about the 17. So it's about 30. Massey and Wetzel to the near side. To the left side, you've got Salo and Withrow. Hunter in the shotgun formation on 2nd down, about 30. Rogers flanks Hunter on the right side. Massey goes in motion. Now he comes set on the near sideline. Hunter takes a snap. He pumps. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Here he comes across the 20. He'll bring it up near the 22, 23-yard line. Short gain on the play. And brings up 3rd down. Ashland only 1 of 3 in 3rd down conversions tonight. And they've got a 3rd down and long. They've got to come to the 46. The football's going to be at about the 23. So it's 3rd and 23 as Hunter picks up 7 on that carry.
You know, Dickie, and although Wilkes for Ironton has scored both their touchdowns, I think he's played better defensively.
Yeah. Wilkes and Lawless. Ironton's got speed. Don't question that. Withrow to the left. Massey and Wetzel come to the right side. Hunter in the shotgun. Now he puts Salo in the wing on the right side, so twin wideouts both ways. Hunter awaits a snap on 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz. Hunter's going to get sacked back at about the 5-yard line. Ironton was coming with everybody they had, and they got Hunter. First time Hunter's been sacked all year long, believe it or not. They'll spot the football at the 10, a loss of 13 more. And now it's 4th down and extra long.
And Ironton will get good field position.
Yeah, no question. 4th down and about 36 for Ashland. Hunter will punt it away for the 3rd time tonight. He's had 2 dandy punts of 43 and 44. Wilkes standing in midfield. Ironton will get great field position as Hunter awaits a snap. It's a good one. And he'll get it off. High spiral. It'll hit the Ashland 45. Wilkes will take it there. He'll run to his right. Reverse back to the left side. There's the clips on Ironton. Tries to go back to his right and gets nailed right at where he caught the football. Ironton's been clipping in the back all night, and they finally get the call. Ashland does, as they clipped Ashland about the 43-yard line. That'll take the football back to the Ironton side of the 50.
And it was a clip.
Oh, there's no question.
against the Tigers.
I think there's 6:21.
All right. Second penalty against Ironton tonight. And they'll mark it from the 47. And they'll take it back inside the 45 to the 43. Second penalty against Ironton tonight. 1st and 10, though, for the Tigers. They have it at their own 43-yard line, already leading 15-0. Ashland stopped them on their last drive. Tomcat defense got to do it again. Weiginger brings them out. Warner, the fullback. He's got White and Wilkes as the halfbacks, double tight ends. Full house backfield. They give it to Wilkes off the right side, and they've got him in the backfield. Now he scoots outside, and he gets tripped up by Corey Gregg. Good job by Corey Gregg. And Wilkes loses yardage. Back to the 40.
But make no mistake, he is one heck of a runner.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 13 for Ironton now at their own 40-yard line. Tomcats trailing at 15-0 to the Tigers. They scored on their first 2 possessions. Double tight ends, Rollins on the left, and to the right side is Lawless. Again, full house T formation. Weiginger goes under center. He's looking to throw. He's going to go downfield, down the sideline intended, and thrown way out of bounds as the ball was flying.
No. Now that was unintentional.
The pass was intended for Reeves, and here come the flags. The ball was thrown about 10 yards out of bounds, and they're going to throw flags on Ashland. That'll be a personal foul, 15 yards, give Ironton a first down. 9 first downs for the Tigers now, and that'll take it from the line of scrimmage, which was a 40. That'll take it down to the Ashland 45, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers now as they call the personal foul against the Tomcats. 4th penalty against Ashland already, and all of them have been major penalties. They called a personal foul against Wetzel.
One of them was 45 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you want to count that one, it was 30, 35, 40 yards. 1st and 10 for Ironton now at the Ashland 45. Full house backfield. Now the officials are going to call the teams in together to talk to them. Why? I guess he wanted to tell him that his hometown is Ironton. My number is 740-532. And I remember where my check comes from. 1st and 10 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 45. Backs full house. White, Wilkes, and Warner in the full house T formation. Double tight ends. Weiginger goes up. He's going to give it to Warner off the right side. He's got 4 or 5 yards down to the Ashland 40.
Brian Warner, the ball carrier.
As he picks up 5 down near the 40, it'll be 2nd and 5. Warner tonight unofficially, that's his 9th carry for 33 yards. Doesn't get much, but he gets enough. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers, just inside the Ashland 40. They lead it 15-0 here late in the 2nd quarter. Football at the far hash mark. Again, Warner, Wilkes, and White in the full house backfield as Weiginger's got double tight ends, goes up under center. Ashland's got 9 men in the box, 10 men in the box now. Weiginger, long count, gives left side. There's Warner, bounces outside, and he's not going to get a thing. There's Bush to nail him, along with the Tomcats, Wetzel and Johnson. As Warner got nothing. It'll be 3rd down for the Tigers. They're 2 of 3 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd and 5 at the Ashland 40, leading 15-0. Football in the middle of the field now. Wilkes and White are the halfbacks. Warner is the fullback. Weiginger goes up under center. Rollins tight end on the left. Lawless on the right. He rolls to his right on the option play. There's a clip, no call. Weiginger keeps it. Got a couple of yards to about the 38. They hit Hardy right in the back. But no calls. They take it down to the 37-yard line where it'll be 4th down about 2. Ironton, you would think, would gamble.
Oh, no question.
As Weiginger picks up 3. Ironton's first attempt at a 4th down conversion. It'll be 4th and a long 2 for the Tigers just outside the Ashland 37. They've got to go to the 35. Already leading 15-0 and trying to keep this drive alive. Football to far hash mark. Double tight ends, full house backfield. Warner, Wilkes, and White. Weiginger up under center. Ashland with 10 in the box. Here's Weiginger to throw wide open. He's got Lawless, and Lawless is get tripped up at the inside the 20 at about the 17. The tight end wide open. That was Lawless coming off the right side as Ashland sucked in. They had 10 men in the box. And we have a flag back upfield at about the 31. What's that one all about?
I don't know. That was a great play by Ironton. Great execution. Good call.
Great call. They convert on 4th down. The official picked up the flag, and now he heads downfield.
Well, it was one of those oops.
Oops, he completed that. Sorry.
I think he threw it.
Now it's going to be defensive holding against Ashland.
Absolutely.
How can you call defensive holding?
Absolutely.
So they'll mark off more yardage. That'll take it inside the 10 to the 8.
Oh, my.
And another first down, their 11th. First and goal for the Tigers now at the 8-yard line. They give it to Warner. Warner's take it to about the 5, maybe the 4. Greg finally hauls him down. Defensive holding.
And where? How could there have been that far?
How can defense hold? I mean, you're allowed to use your hands. Sorry. Hello. Gain of 3, second goal from the 5. I don't get it. Defensive
I love
holding.
you, Rick, but I can't buy that one.
Defensive holding. That's a classic. Second and goal for Ironton from the Ashland 5. They lead it 15-0, and here late in the quarter, about to get another one. Wilkes, right halfback on the left side. You've got number 32, Leach. Fullback is Warner. He's going to get the call. Bounces off 1, 2, still pounding down to the 2 to the 1. Official says he's in. The other official says, yeah, I'll agree with you. Touchdown. Warner goes in from 5 yards out, and the Tigers have blown it out to a 21-0 lead here in the second quarter as Warner gets his first touchdown of the night, a 5-yard run. How much time?
2:42.
2:42. Still time for Ashland to come back with some type of something. Their high-powered offense is shut down to nothing.
Well, we knew one had to go bye-bye tonight.
And it's going to be Ashland's. Full house backfield as the Tigers go for 2. Again, the T formation, double tights. Weiginger gives to Warner. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he'll go in untouched. Weiginger goes in for the 2-point conversion as nobody touched him. And with 2:42 to go, it's now Ironton 23 and Ashland 0. Back in a moment on B97.1.
How many friggin'?
What you got?
7 plays.
Okay.
57 yards.
Alrighty.
340. This is, well.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Trust me, they're getting outplayed.
Do what? They're getting whipped. Yeah, no
and
question.
Ironton is good enough that they don't need this extra help.
No, they don't. You're a good point.
You got it? Bring it. To the press box. $50 for daily service at Bob Price, Chevrolet, Buick.
See, I think they're over there talking right now that maybe we better lay off a little bit for the rest of the half.
Yeah, 2:40 to go. Okay, fine.
And this fellow right here is not going to call a penalty on it. He's got his flags stuffed in his back.
Yeah.
He's not going to call anything.
Well, the Tigers march 7 plays, 57 yards, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Warner gets a touchdown. Weiginger gets a 2-point conversion. 23-0 with 2:42 to go. Ashland's been penalized 6 times for 90 yards. Ironton, as Charlie said during a timeout, they don't need extra help. They're good. They can probably beat Ashland without the help. Now the Tomcats fumble the ensuing kickoff, and Stafford gets hit at about his 22, 23-yard line. Nobody wanted to pick it up. First it looked like Salo wanted it, then he didn't, and finally Stafford goes and gets it, and Ashland's backed up 1st and 10. They start at their own 21, 22-yard line, trailing at 23-0. Hunter goes in at the quarterback. Now all you want to do is play that you don't get any injuries. Down 23-0. I don't think against a good Ironton club you're going to come back.
Is that the 22, do you think, Dickie? 23?
I'm going with the 21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hunter in the shotgun. Rogers on his left, Watts on his right. Nunley comes in motion with throw to the left and Wetzel to the right. as Hunter takes the ball, gives to Rogers. Here he comes across the 25, up near the 26, 27-yard line. Comes Trey Rogers. And a gain of about 5. It'll be second down and 5.
And Dickie, Ashland's not out of this. They just got to play.
They're out of it.
Basic.
I'm
football.
sorry.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
no,
they
really
are.
aren't. No.
Okay.
Whole bunch of games.
Okay. Second and 5. Hunter's got twin wideouts to both sides for Ashland. They have it at their 26-yard line. Watts is going to block for him. And now he puts Rogers in motion. Hunter pumps. He's going to go across the middle to Wetzel. And it's intercepted by Ironton at the 38. Nope, they're calling incomplete.
It was a good call.
It was a good call. That's the first one they've got right tonight. He hit the ground. Hunter falls incomplete.
Well, that one was right in front of the city of Ashland.
Yeah, 4 of 7 is Hunter for 32 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Ashland. They're only 1 of 4 in third down conversions tonight, trailing at 23-0. To the near side comes Wetzel. To the left side is Withrow and Rogers. Nunley is going to be on the right side, so twin wideouts to both sides. Hunter in the shotgun. He's got Watts back there blocking for him. As here's Hunter. He looks. He's got his man. First down as he got it to Rogers across the 35, up near the 36-yard line to Trey Rogers. His first reception, believe it or not, of the year.
The good news is, Dickie, there are no yellows on the floor, on the ground.
Gain of 11. 1st and 10 for the Tomcats. Their 4th first down of the night. Twin wideouts again to both sides. Hunter in the shotgun with Watts back there to block for him. Ironton only in a 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Here they come from the outside. Hunter steps in. Now he steps around. Throws it upfield to Nunley, who can't hang on. Up near the 44. It's incomplete.
It was not a good pass by Sammy.
Good coverage from Ironton. 2nd and 10 for the Tomcats. Clock stopped. Charles, how much does that say? Do you have a clue?
130 something.
130 something. All right, 2nd and 10 for Ashland at their own 36-yard line, trailing at 23-0. They need something going in their favor. They will get the second half kickoff. They will get the second half the football to start the half. Be nice if you get a big one right here. Wetzel to the right along with Nunley. Rogers and Withrow to the left side. Hunter in the shotgun formation. Rolls to his left. Here comes a blitz. He's got Withrow. And here's a late hit. My God, they finally call it at the 45. A gain of 9.
Almost had to, Dickie.
Yeah.
Almost had to.
I mean, Wilkes just waylaid Withrow long after the play. That'll be an automatic first down.
Yep.
For Ironton, their 2nd penalty of the night. It'll be 1st and 10 as the Tomcats take the football down to the Ironton 43-yard line. Penalty of 13 yards.
I'm not sure of any of this.
It's either 10 or 15, but not 13. Okay? The flag was at the 45. Hunter in the shotgun. Twin wideouts to both sides. It's Massey back in the game now. Rogers is going to be his man on wingman. Here's Hunter rolling right under pressure. And he's going to go down back at the 47-yard line. Good job by Ironton as they got him.
Great job.
By Fields. They got Hunter back at the 47, and Ashland will burn a timeout. Their first timeout of the night as Hunter has to eat it. His 2nd sack of the night. And that's a loss of about 10 yards on the play.
But Dickie Lutz said that, he wasn't sure about this team. They hadn't really grown up yet. I don't know if that's the exact term. Well, they've grown up tonight.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good football team.
Well, Coach Leon Hart goes out to talk to his offense and give Ironton credit. They're only rushing 3, sometimes 4. They'll blitz occasionally, but they're getting pressure on Hunter, and better than that, they're doing a great job of covering the Tomcat would-be receivers. So it'll be 2nd and 20 for the Tomcats now at their own 47-yard line after the 10-yard loss by Hunter on the sack. His 2nd time he's only been sacked this year, believe it or not.
Well, I don't know that there are any Ashland fans that would have thought that Ashland would have been trailing, much less 23-0.
I didn't think it'd be 23-0. Quite honestly, I wrote down 27-21 as the final. Ironton. But, hey, it's going to be worse.
It could be, they may kick that field goal for 4.
There you go. All right, Hunter in the shotgun. He's got Rogers back there to block for him. He's got Massey and Wetzel to the right, Salo and Withrow to the left, and now Ironton's going to burn a timeout. Okie dokie. As the Tomcats, Leon Hart puts his gazelles, as he likes to call them, into the game. Salo and Massey at the wideouts because they can flat run. And Hart goes over to talk to his offensive unit while Coach Bob Lutz and company go out to talk to their defensive unit.
They're somewhere around a minute 14.
Let me ask you this question. When you call timeout,
Yes, sir.
can the whole team come out? Because that's what Ironton does.
Apparently so.
Apparently so. I didn't think you could. Thought you're only allowed to talk to your 11 players. But Ironton's whole team comes out on the field.
I don't know. It almost seems like spies are in the game now.
2nd and 10. Twin wideouts to both sides again. Hunter in the shotgun. 2nd and 20, I should say, at their own 47-yard line. Hunter awaits a snap from Suttles. It's a good one. Rolling to his left, steps up. Now he's under pressure. He's going to step around. Webb, and he's down he goes. Back at the 25-yard line. Another sack.
And this is where Sam needs to mature more. He doesn't need to give up those kind of yards.
And throw it away.
Just get rid of the football.
From the 47-yard line, they'll take it back to the 28. Ugh. 3rd sack of the night.
You know, the only thing in play is that little bit inside the white lines. Everything else he can throw it and nobody can get it.
And you got to give credit where credit is due, and that's the Ironton secondary. They have got Ashland totally covered. And Sam Hunter has nowhere to throw the football. Either eat it, which he has done 3 times, or throw it away, which he hasn't done yet. So Leon Hart burns another timeout to talk to his offensive unit. The football rests at about the 28. They've got to go to the Ironton 43 for the first down. So what is that, about 30 yards or so?
Actually, Dickie, it's the 33.
Oh, 33, you're right. I saw the first marker. Oh, it's a 33, so it's about 40 yards.
Yeah.
They got to go to the 33 of Ironton for the first down, the best they can do. I'm not sure we could punt it that far. It's truth.
It's just been it'll be a night that this team
will quickly forget.
Well, and they'll grow up.
Yeah.
I think they're going to learn some things. This is no question. I thought Belfry maybe was the best team we'd play all year, just because of past history.
Yeah, you're right.
Not the case.
Nope.
At least to this point.
Hunter sends Massey and Wetzel to the right side. To the left side, you've got Salo and Withrow. Hunter in the shotgun's got Rogers on his right. It's 3rd down, about 40 for the Tomcats now. At their own 28-yard line, Hunter's been sacked on consecutive plays. Hunter steps up. Now he's going to run it. And he's not going to get much. 30, 35 to the 40. Oh, he breaks a tackle at the 45, 50. Still on his feet, down to the 44 of Ironton. Well, I didn't think he's getting much. Shut my mouth as Hunter picks up great yardage from his own 28-yard line. A gain of...
Is Ashland out of timeouts?
Must be, because it's 4th down and extra long.
And 15 seconds.
Last play of the half coming up. 28-yard pickup there for Hunter. Not enough for the first down. It's 4th down and long. Twin wideouts to both sides. Hunter awaits a snap. And it's a bad snap as Suttles is out of the lineup. Walters is in. That's the center. Hunter's going to throw it downfield to Wetzel, who's got it at the 30. Breaks a tackle to the 25 to the 22. Believe it or not, they picked up the first down. But it wasn't enough. Suttles was out of the lineup. He got hurt, and Drew Walters came in to play center. And he got got a bad snap, but Hunter made something out of it as it goes from the 44 to the 23, a gain of 21, but the first half has mercifully come to an end. And it's been all Ironton. The Tomcats' high-powered offense has done absolutely nothing. It's Ironton 23 and Ashland 0 here at halftime. We'll be back in a moment on B97.1. Just water if you got one. I'm sorry? What do you got?
Water. I got diet and I got the
Regular? I'll do diet. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, boy. Oh, new scoring.
Who's that laughing?
It's on the commercial. It's supposed to be a chicken.
I couldn't figure that one. That was way past me.
Hear it?
Yeah, dude. Who'd have thought?
Not me.
Certainly not me. I'm getting a little chilly.
Are you? Well, back at Tanks Memorial Stadium here in Ironton, it's been all Tigers in the first half as Ironton leads at 23-0. They scored on the very first play from the line of scrimmage. It took them only 5 seconds for Trace Wilkes, I lose my headset, to go 64 yards. Warner ran for the 2-point conversion, just 14 seconds off the clock, 8-0 Ironton. They scored on their second possession with 4:50 to go. The Tigers marched 98 yards, believe it or not, 6 plays, but the big play, a 71-yard gallop by Wilkes again. Williams kicks the extra point. It took them almost 3 minutes, and it's Ironton 15 and Ashland nothing. Tomcats were to do a little bit better defensively from there on out, but the Tigers were able to score again. They marched 57 yards in 7 plays. Warner goes in from 5 yards out. A drive that took 3 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. Waginger ran for the 2-point conversion into the end zone untouched, and it's 23-0 Ironton over Ashland here at halftime, and that's where we stand here at halftime, with Ironton leading the Tomcats 23-0 at halftime. Ashland's offense has done little of anything, and they better get it geared up or they're going to get laid it on even worse as the second half continues. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay with us here on B97.1.
What are you hunting for?
Yeah, Dan's over there. He's here. I got it. I'll get him on my way there. All right.
And we're back at Tanks Memorial Stadium where Ironton leads Ashland 23-0. A couple of things we want to remind you about. The annual Ashland Tomcat basketball golf outing will be held a week from tomorrow at River Bend. And if you would like to play in that, play in the golf tournament, call Ashland Sporting Goods tomorrow, anytime before about Tuesday, and put a foursome in, or would like to be a whole sponsor if you're supporter of the Tomcats. They had a very successful football golf outing just a couple of months ago, and Coach Buddy Biggs and the Tomcat coaching staff and some of the Momcats are getting ready to put on a golf outing a week from tomorrow. That would be the 25th down at River Bend. So for more information, call down to Ashland Sporting Goods, and we can get you signed up there or whatever. So that is a week from tomorrow. Other things going on, it's a big double weekend, a double whammy, if you will, for the Junior Football League program, as they will be playing tomorrow and on Sunday at Platinum Stadium. They start in the morning at 10 o'clock and play all day, and we'll also be playing Sunday beginning at 1 o'clock. The Junior Football League program goes both days this weekend and both days next weekend, actually. So what else is going on? Not a lot really going on here. Most people on this side, including moi, are a bit shell-shocked, but all we can hope for is that the football team is not, and they'll come back out and when they get the ball. They'll have the ball to start the second half. That they'll get something going, as they had a pretty good little move or drive going as they ended the first half. But obviously, not that necessarily they would have gotten in the end zone, but they were making a move, and now face a big deficit, as they could not push one in. Pushing one in right there before halftime would have been a little helpful, no doubt, because they have generated little or no offense, and I'm sure Dickie will have that as soon as he gets back. So all that's what's going on here at the Tanks Memorial Stadium. Big crowd on hand. Ashland Band is performing now. Ironton's Band getting ready to perform in just a few minutes. It's Ironton 23 and Ashland 0. We'll be back to Tank Stadium in just a couple of minutes here on B97.1.
Just win and just get the yardage on the defensive holding, and then the penalty tacked on. You can take either or. They got some different. I know, either or.
I don't even want to date you.
Early 80s was the last. No, the last time we had majorette. Early 80s. The ladies that decided because they were talking about you all the time. I'm a very last one.
Back at Tank Stadium, where the Tigers lead Ashland 23-0, and somewhat of a surprise. The amount of margin is probably more surprising than that Ironton is not ahead, or that Ashland has given up that many points here in this first half. Sam Hunter has been, as Dickie mentioned, has been sacked 3 times, his first sacks of the year. And, I don't think that was any great surprise that Ironton knew if you read Bob Lute's comments that in the paper earlier this week, that he didn't talk about any player other than Sam Hunter. And so it doesn't take a whole lot to read that much into that, just because of the fact that he considered Hunter the key to the Tomcat, at least offensively. And so as they have been bringing it to Sam and to the receivers as well. So it's been a tough first half. The Tomcats, they've not experienced this in the first part of or in this early part of the season, not necessarily early, the 5th game of the season, as they trail here. And we are trying to see if my cohort's back. But as I look up to the press box, there is nobody up there in the booth. So I guess I'm do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. I guess we know that song. This is an oldie station. We thought about that. I don't know if Kip's working tonight, but we're not going back for music. We can always talk about something, that's for sure. But we do. Huh? Are we still on? Yes. Are you there, Kip? I don't know. Maybe I was listening. Maybe somebody else bled through. But no, we are here at Tank Stadium, and it's the huge crowd is being treated to both bands, and so far, if you're on the bigger side of the stadium, you're enjoying this first half. They have been loud on that side of the stadium, as this is Ironton's first home game of the season, as they've been on the road against Russell, Wheelersburg, and Chillicothe. So this being their first home game, obviously, is they have the fans have certainly come out to see them, those that don't travel. It's 23-zip, Ironton over Ashland. We're still about 7 minutes away from the start of the second half. Dickie, Charlie will be back with stats for you in just a couple of minutes here on B97.1. We're back in Ironton, Ohio tonight. Glad to have you along the way. It's David Payne along with Dickie Martin and Charlie Chatfield. I'm trying to encourage Dickie to get back in there and give some stats, but he is, I swear, I know he had to do a lot of talking the first half, but I swear I've never seen anybody move as slow as he did. Now I'm trying to get him in the press box, but he's just standing there staring into space. That's maybe what a lot of Ashland fans are doing right now, is standing or sitting and staring into space. But yeah, he's just, I swear, I wish I could take pictures of this. He's just standing there looking at the crowd, at the band, and smiling and carrying on. What's going on? And not doing a thing. And if anybody's here, could you holler at Dickie and tell him to get in the press box and put the headset on like he's supposed to? Is anybody listening out there? I've done about all I can do. I've done all I can do down here, other than measure the blades of grass and the thickness of the grass. But he is your crew, your radio crew is having a mental meltdown. I can assure you that. as now he's lighting up a cigarette.
I just put my headsets on, Dirk. I apologize. Did we drop the ball up here?
I tell you what, I feel sorry for the people at home. I mean, our advertisers are having a ball with this, but because they've heard and I appreciate we have a lot of great sponsors, and I'm certainly not complaining about that. But
well, let me see if I can find some stats.
Oh, I know where he is. I see. Oh, you have any stats, Charlie?
Well, I don't know if he's got.
I know you can't read them, but because Dickie keeps them. But
I'll tell you what I do know. What I do know is that Ashland had 5 first downs in the first half, and Ironton had 9. Ashland actually ran 24 plays as compared to 23 for Ironton. So, on the surface, just those 2 stats alone, you would think the game would be much closer than it is, and I'm trying my best to. It looks like Ironton Dirk had 216 yards rushing, 17 passing, for a total of 233 yards. And Ashland had 26 yards rushing, 73 yards passing for 99 yards. I don't know where on this sheet it's listed, Dirk, but I do know that the only category that Ashland would be winning on would be penalties and yards penalized.
Yeah.
So, at this point, total offense 233, Ironton, Ashland 99 yards. So, big plays. It really is what the first half was made of. I know the one kid ran the ball. Wilkes for Ironton ran 64-yard touchdown, and then he came back with a 71-yard touchdown run. So those 2 things I know for sure. But some of these stats, it's just very difficult for me to kind of go across with and try to figure out what Dickie has done.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that fit that category.
But one thing we can both agree on without stats was that, Ashland was pretty much dominated in the first half.
Yeah, no question. I don't know if that's a huge surprise. I thought we would put up a little bit better fight than what we've shown, but we have not. And either side of the ball.
Right, I agree.
I mean, would you give up 23 and don't score any? Either side of the ball is pretty suspect, and I don't know.
And Dirk, just my observation, I think where we really got beat, where it really showed, was down in the trenches. I think our offensive line was just beat up by their defense, and I think the converse to that, their offensive line just beat up our defensive line.
Well, I mean, that's what coaches will tell you. It's one in the trenches, and in fairness to Sam, he has not had a lot of time to do much to operate back there, as he has in the previous 4 games. He's had some time, and I don't know if it's size or their size or their quickness or whatever. But anyway, it's not been pretty for the maroon-clad group over here.
No, and I don't think Ashland's been pressured like this. Sammy will learn. Sammy's still a wonderful young quarterback. That doesn't change because of one half of football. I just think that he's learned some things that he hadn't had to learn to this point, perhaps.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know if you ever take a whole lot of into getting beat like this. But, and again, they're not totally beat yet, but
absolutely
it'd be very difficult to come back on the other team's home field, being down 23-0, no matter who you're playing. Although we have been down this bad. If you'll remember, the first 2 games of the season, we were down about a touchdown to start both games. So.
Well, and Dirk, I always look at it. I don't think Ironton is 23 points better than us. I just don't. I don't believe that. However, they scored 23 points in the first half. There's no reason why we can't score 24 in the second half and win this thing by 1. What do you think, Dickie? Do you have any comment?
Who? Me?
No, Dickie.
I've rejoined the crew here. I don't know. I just think I got in on the part where the game's being won and lost in the trenches, and they're rushing 3 guys and they're beating our 5. There's something wrong. Plus, we usually have another guy in the backfield to help block when Hunter's trying to throw the football. So it's 6-on-3, and we're getting beat. And they're stronger. They're got better technique or quickness and whatever it happens to be. But
Well, they've got longevity in their system.
Yes, that's true.
And, I just say that because, somebody and Coach Hart is slowly but surely building that kind of program, and it shows in our JFL program.
Mm-hmm.
But let's face it, at birth, these kids are given all male Ironton kids at birth are given playbooks, and Lutz just brings them right up. I mean, and it shows they don't change anything year to year. They do the same things, and they're just good.
They execute, and Leon Hart said that in the pregame. They'll run 6 plays, that's all they'll run, 6 plays, and they know exactly how to execute them and know who to block and when to block them, and it happens year in and year out.
And this team, I don't know what Ohio looks like. I know it's in a class sometimes by itself, football.
Sure.
Without injury, this team could go somewhere in there.
They could. They're ranked 7th in their division right now, and undefeated, and probably will stay that way. And the rest of the schedule, they've got. I'm not sure they're going to. Well, they got 3 teams from the Columbus area they've got to face later.
And of course they play Portsmouth.
They've got to go to Portsmouth, but they lost to Wheelersburg. But they do have to play a team out of Columbus called Jonathan Alder, Columbus Bishop Hartley, and Columbus Fairbanks. So. Columbus probably plays pretty good football in their heavily populated area. So we'll have to wait and see.
I don't know if we need to go to a commercial break or not.
Why not?
I had my headset off. Dirk indicated that our commercials were having a free run.
Well,
I took mine off. I was talking to folks up here and actually forgot that you were gone.
Well, I found a little boy's room that was not far away. I didn't have to fight the crowd for the larger one.
Is that the one that has no walls? Is that what you're talking about?
Could be. Ashland will get the second half kickoff. They really need to score. Their high-powered offense coming in, of course, averaging 42 points a game, about to get shut out, and they've got 478 yards of total offense. And here in the first half, we didn't even hit 100. So, in fact, we had almost as many yards in penalties as we had in total offense. So.
And that's a different maker, too. Maker. But,
Ironton is a better football team right now, but the penalties have not helped, I'll tell you that. Well, you said it best. Ironton doesn't need any help.
No.
They don't need any help.
No, they're that good at this point, tonight.
Ironton will kick it off, and the Cats will be going left to right, clad in all white tonight. It'll be Massey and Watts going back deep for the Tomcats, and kicking it off for the Tigers will be... Yeah, they've got another guy in there. This might be Robbie Webb, number 76. Last time they kicked off, they had Williams kicking it off.
Well, now I know Williams kicked an extra point.
Yeah. Now they're going to put Webb, and he's going to move his tee over to the near hash mark from the far hash mark. So Webb's going to tee it up at the 40, and Webb will kick to Massey, who's in single safety, standing inside his 10-yard line.
You ever notice Lutz just goes find some big old boys and just go out there and kick it?
Kick it, ball. All right, Webb's got to go ahead as we start this third period of play, with Ashland trailing at 23-0. Webb approaches a football, and it's a squibber down the middle of the field. It's going to go out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The flag thrown, and Ashland can either make him kick it over or take it 1st and 10 at their 35. And Leon Hart will take it 1st and 10 at the 35. That's where the Cats will start. Suttles is back in at center. Swift and Ward will be the guards. It'll be Hardy and Johnson at the tackles. And the running backs will be Rogers and Watts. The wideouts Nunley, Wetzel, and Withrow. Wetzel and Nunley to the near side.
I think Ashland needs to hope maybe they wore them down in the first half.
Yeah. Rogers goes to the left with Withrow. In the shotgun is Hunter. Watts is back there to block for him. Again, Ironton only 3 men in the box, and that's all they rush. Now they come with a blitz. Hunter's going to keep it across the 35-40. He's up to the 44, 45, and bulls his way for a first down to the 46-yard line.
Good play.
Gain of 11. Hunter now back into positive in the rushing statistics. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tomcats now at their own 46-yard line, but they trail 23-0.
Ashland needs to put this one in the end zone quick.
I agree. Withrow to the left side. It'll be Nunley and Wetzel to the right. Backs are flanking Sam Hunter in the shotgun. Rogers and Watts. Suttles out over the football on 1st and 10, his 46-yard line. Hunter's going to keep it. Rolls to his right, and Hardy missed a block, and Hunter's got to eat it back at the 35 as White got him back at the 35-yard line.
Boy, now that one
loss of 11.
That one I don't understand.
Hardy just flat missed his block. And it'll be 2nd and 20 as they spot the football. Well, loss, I guess. Yep, 2nd and 20, spotted at the 36-yard line. For the Cats now, third quarter underway, 2nd and long. That's not where you want to be. Hardy just flat missed his block, and the guy blew by him. Hunter comes out in the shotgun. He's got Withrow to the left along with Rogers, Nunley and Wetzel to the right side. And in the backfield is Watts with Hunter on 2nd and long. Again, Ironton with 3 men in the box. Now they bring the linebacker. Here's Hunter throwing over in the flat, and that one's not even close. It's incomplete. He threw that one about 5 yards short of Withrow. Hunter now 7 of 12 through the air for 73 yards and bring up 3rd down. Ashland only 1 of 5 in 3rd down conversions tonight, and they have a 3rd and 20 at their 36-yard line, trailing 23-0. Football in the middle of the field as a Cats break huddle. Again, Wetzel and Nunley to the right. It'll be Nunley and Rogers to the left side. Watts is back there blocking for Sam Hunter. Again, Ironton in a 3-man front. They'll usually bring 1 linebacker, sometimes 2. Here comes 2 this time. Hunter steps up, in trouble, lets her fly across the middle to Wetzel. He's got it at the 50 to the 49, but still way short of the 1st down. Nice catch by Wetzel, his 4th reception of the night. Picks up good yardage, about 17.
I think you go for it.
Do you?
Yes, sir. I sure
4th down and about 5 for the Cats at the Ironton 48.
I think there's no question. You go for it and you get the 1st down.
And Ashland will gamble, trailing 23-0. Maybe this will get them back in the ball game. 4th down and about 4 for the Cats at the 48 of Ironton. Got to go to the 44. Double wideouts to both sides. Hunter in the shotgun formation. Watts is going to be back there blocking for him. Ironton in a 3-man front again. Hunter, bad snap, takes it, throws across the middle, intercepted by White. He's got room at the 45-50, down to the inside the Ashland 40 at the 39. Sam Hunter throws his 3rd interception of the year. And that will kill that drive very quickly, and Ironton will take over. They were going to get the ball anyway, but now they have it at the Ashland 39-yard line where it's 1st and 10 on the interception by Hunter. Spotted at the 40s where they put it. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Weiginger is the quarterback.
Still think it's the right call.
White is going to be a wingman on the right side. He's on the slot. Backs are split. Warner and Wilkes. Ends are tight. Weiginger gives to Warner straight up the gut. He plows forward inside the 35. Down near the 34-yard line goes Warner. Warner carries a lot. Doesn't get a lot of yardage, but tonight he's carried it. That was his 13th carry of the night, and he picks up 5 more, so he's got 13 carries for 46, a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 35-yard line, already leading 23-0 and driving for yet another one. Football to far hash mark. Wilkes is in the backfield along with Warner. White is back there as well. Now they put Wilkes in the slot on the right side, and the double tight ends. Almost a wing. They give it to Warner off the right side. He's close to the 1st down as he spins down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Bush finally wraps him up, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. Ironton's 9th 1st down of the night.
I don't understand why they cannot bring this kid down. They stand him straight up, and then he gets another 4 or 5 yards.
He's powerful, I guess.
Well, I know he's keeping his legs moving, but he's lost all of his power when they stand him straight up.
You should have. Gain of 10, 1st and 10 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 25-yard line, leading it 23-0. Weiginger brings him out. Again, they got a wingman on the right side. That's Wilkes. White and Warner in the backfield behind Weiginger. Double tight ends are going to give it on the end around. Here comes Wilkes. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's at the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Ironton. Wilkes goes in from 25 yards out, and the Tigers have tacked on yet another score here in the 3rd quarter on their 1st possession. Wilkes gets his 3rd touchdown of the night. This one a 25-yard run. And how much time on the clock now, Charles?
8:42.
8:42. And it's now 29-0, and in to try the extra point will be Williams with Weiginger holding. David, would you like to call this one? Apparently not. Lines are down. Ball is placed on its way. It's blocked by the Tomcats. Might have been Corey Gregg getting there through there. And whatever the case may be, Ashland does block the kick. But with 8:42 to go, it's now Ironton 29 and Ashland 0. We're in the third quarter. Back in a moment on B97.1.
Surely we're about to
167. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. What you got, Coach?
Sorry, sir.
That's right.
3 plays, 40 yards, a minute 14.
Yep. Robbie Webb set to kick it off for the Tigers, who now lead at 29-0, and this one's headed for the sideline. Now be caught by Ramian up man at the 30-35. Spins his way up near the 36-37. As the Tigers now lead at 29-0 on a 3-play, 40-yard drive set up by the interception of Sam Hunter. Wilkes goes 25 yards. The kick was blocked, 29-zip. Wilkes now has 6 carries for 167. I've got him unofficially. And down 29-0. Ashland's got to pull out all the stops if they haven't already. 3 wideouts to the left. Nunley, Rogers, and Withrow. 1 to the right in Wetzel. Hunter in the shotgun. Watts is back there to block for him. On 1st and 10, they start at the 37. Here is Hunter going to keep the football. He's got a couple of 3 yards across the 41-yard line.
Sam Hunter, the ball carrier.
I'm not sure about that, but it is what it is, huh?
Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. For the Cats at their 41, but they trail it 29-0 to the Tigers, who've come to play. And Ashland, after that first play, just fell flat. Nunley, Rogers, Withrow to the left, and Wetzel to the right, the short side. It'll be Hunter in a shotgun with Watts back there to block for him. Ironton with 3-man front, cheating a couple of more up in the box. Here come 5. They're blitzing. They're throwing across to Withrow. Intercepted and dropped. Back there by Ironton's number 85, Rawlings. He just overthrew Withrow. Not close.
Who is he throwing to?
I don't know. That one wasn't close.
I haven't seen Sammy Hunter throw the football like this.
I haven't either, but I think you can give credit to the Ironton rush. They're getting a lot of pressure. They're just pushing Ashland's offensive line back into Hunter, and he's having to rush it, and that one wasn't even close. Nearly intercepted again. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 for the Cats at their own 41, trailing 29-0. Withrow to the left with Rogers. Nunley and Wetzel to the right. Hunter again in the shotgun formation with Watts back there to block for him. Ironton showing blitz. Here they come. They've got 6 coming. Hunter's going to throw it in the flat to Withrow. He's got it across the 50 to the 45. Breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet and down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now that was nicely done from Hunter to Withrow.
But Hunter still had to go mobile to keep from being sacked for a loss.
Tomcats finally convert on 3rd down. Only 2 of 7 in that department tonight, and it's our 8th first down. 1st and 10 to the Ironton 40. Is this the deepest penetration we've had, probably?
Yes, and then we got a call back with an 800-yard penalty.
Yeah, that was the 35-yard penalty. Twin wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Now Nunley comes in motion. Hunter in the shotgun formation. He's going to give it on the counter. There goes Rogers, and he got nothing. They laid him up.
Good defense.
That is Spoljaric. And Rogers gets nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The counter play quickly is closed down by Spoljaric. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Ashland at the Ironton 40-yard line. Again, to the left, Rogers and Withrow. Wetzel and Nunley to the right. And Hunter in the shotgun with Watts back there to block for him. Ironton in a 3-man front. They'll blitz a couple of linebackers occasionally. Hunter will take the snap, awaits it, a long count. Here comes the blitz. He throws it in the flat to Nunley. He's got it inside the 40, spins down near the 35-yard line. Gains about 5. It'll be third down for the Cats. They're in 4-down territory, trailing 29-0. Third down and about 6.
You don't think Ironton's gone into that prevent defense, do you?
Leading 29-0, they can afford that. Wide to the left, Rogers, Withrow, and Nunley. To the right, Wetzel, the short side of the field. Hunter in the shotgun on 3rd down and 6 at the Ironton 35. Versus the Tomcats have been all night long. Here's the pass out in the flat, the bubble screen to Withrow. He's got it, eludes one, gets away from another to the 30. Close to the first down at the 29-yard line is Withrow. The all-important spot just inside the 30, and the official says first down.
It didn't look close to me.
It didn't look like enough, but apparently it was. Tomcats again convert on 3rd down and pick up their 9th first down. It's 1st and 10 for Ashland at the Ironton 30-yard line. Ironton's defense motioning their fans to get on their feet and make some noise. Wetzel and Rogers and Nunley to the right, the wide side now. Withrow is the lone receiver to the left. As Sammy Hunter's got Rogers back, or Watts back there to block for him in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap. There's the flag thrown before the play gets underway, and that will be delay a game. Yeah, boy.
Of course it is.
That's 100 yards in penalties tonight. I guess it was. I don't know. I wasn't watching the clock. I can't see the clock, so I couldn't tell you. 1st and 15 for Ashland now at the Ironton 35-yard line. As they mark off 5 on the delay game. Johnson and Hardy are the linemen on the right. Hardy's been moved to guard. Johnson at tackle. And on the left side, you've got Swift and Krieger. And over the football is Suttles. Withrow to the left, 3 wideouts to the right. Hunter in the shotgun on 1st and 15. Watts is back there to block. He rolls to his right. Here comes the blitz, and down he'll go back at the 45. Another sack, this one by Fields.
Absolutely no blocking. None.
Johnson did nothing, as did Hardy on that right side, and Sam Hunter has to eat it back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 9 on the... How many sacks is that tonight? Is that 4?
It's at least 3. It's 2 this half.
Let's count them here. 1,
it's 3 in the first half,
3.
So that's 4.
That's 4. Nope. And 2 here in the second. 5. 5 sacks on Hunter tonight. It's 2nd down and about 25. 3 wideouts to the left and 1 to the right. Hunter in the shotgun formation. Ironton's coming with the blitz. Here comes White. He gets the bubble screen. It's intercepted by Wilkes. He's going to go the distance. He's inside the 20. 10-5 touchdown. Trey Wilkes gets the pick off and goes, I'd say about 50, 55 yards, somewhere in that neighborhood. And Ironton now leads it 35-0. Still in the 3rd quarter, and Wilkes gets his 4th touchdown of the night. And we'll call that one, well, I don't know. I'm going to watch a replay on the television here and see where he picked it off. Had to be 50, 55 yards, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I think he got it right at the 45.
Do you? Okay. And Ironton now leads at 35-0. And the Tigers will kick or going for 2. What are they going to do? They're a player short is their problem. And Ironton's going to have to burn a timeout. Ironton a player short. They were going for 2, and they have to call timeout. Wilkes intercepted the Hunter pass as Ashland went with a bubble screen, and they just flat Ironton knew that the bubble screen was coming. And Wilkes was planted over there and just snatched it out of the hands of Withrow and goes the distance. Let's see, he picked it off at about the 45, so it was a 55-yard pass. 55-yard pass interception for the TD.
How about that?
So the Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion at the 3-yard line after the quick timeout because they were a player short.
I don't know if they called the game off. Everybody's gone.
The field is totally empty. And this one is the route is on. Called it earlier, and it just continues here in the second half. Best thing you can do is the sun will come up tomorrow, and as Marv Meredith used to say, 3 million Chinese don't even know we played tonight. All right, full house backfield. The Tigers are going to go for 2. 4 more salt in the wound. Full house backfield. Weiginger on the option play. He'll go in untouched. Nobody close to him. Weiginger gets the 2-point conversion. Now it's Ironton 37, Ashland 0. Back in a moment on B97.1. We won't score, and they may score 50.
This is one of those games, Dickie, you want to come and change? You want to come down here on the field?
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
And I'll come up there.
Robbie Williams will kick off the Tigers. Massive back to the Tomcats.
Webb has got the kickoff on its way. Another squib kick. It's headed for Ramey, and he'll fall on it at his own 34-yard line. So that's where Ashland will start. 1st and 10 for the Tomcats, who now trail at 37-0 after the 55-yard pass interception touchdown by Wilkes, his 4th touchdown of the night. Weiginger got the 2-point conversion. And now the Cats, who have got minus yardage here in the 3rd quarter on the ground, and a few positive yards through the air. We'll try and put something together. Had a decent drive going. Got it all the way down inside the Ironton 35, but then a penalty pushed him back, and then got sacked, and then there was the interception, and that's enough. Hunter in the shotgun. He's got Rogers flanking him on his left. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Here comes the blitz. Hunter lets her fly. He gets smacked as he lets her go, and nearly picked off again by Kratzenberg, and Hunter's slow getting up. He got popped by White as he released the football. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Ashland now at their own 34-yard line, trailing 37-0.
Sammy didn't see that one coming.
No, he got blindsided.
Where are you headed?
Oh, I was just going to see when's the last time we got beat this bad by Ironton. You're going to have to go back a few years. It was 64-6 in 1999. I don't think it'll be that bad, but I guess it could be. Hunter brings out his troops on 2nd and 10 at his own 34-yard line. 3 wideouts to the left and 1 to the right. That's Wetzel. In the shotgun, Hunter throws it to Wetzel. He's got it at the 40, shakes and bakes up near the 45, 46-yard line, and a 1st down. Tomcats pick up their 10th 1st down. They're not short of Ironton that badly in 1st downs. Ironton's only got 13. We got 10. But the score says 37-0. That's what hurts. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That'll just flat dab trump them 1st downs.
You got that right. Well, we got shut out in 03, 35-0. In 02, it was 53-18. 01, 45-7. 99, I told you, 64-6. So this is one of the worst whippings we've had in a while. Wideouts left and to the right. Again, Wetzel's got it at the 50. Makes a move at the 45 and down to another 1st down to the Ironton 41-yard line. That pass wide open as the defensive back is playing off of Wetzel. And he's picking up good yardage. Spotted at the 41-yard line. Another Tomcat 1st down. Hunter's thrown for 146 yards, but he's been intercepted twice, once for a touchdown. Withrow, Massey, and Salo to the left, and again Wetzel to the right. Hunter in the shotgun formation, watches back there to block for him. Nope, that's Trey Rogers, I'm sorry. Suttles out over the football. He looks, still looking, and down he goes. Back at, he got up. He's at the 40 and into the 37 of Ironton. Looked like he was going down, slipped a tackle, and Hunter made positive out of negative. Takes it down to the 37. And a pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
But you got to give all kinds of credit to Ironton secondary.
Yeah. They're all over Ashland. They're doing a great job covering, and then, of course, their pass rush is outstanding as well, as they got a three-man front, but they're bringing a couple of linebackers. Hunter in the shotgun. Twin wideouts to both sides. Rogers back there to block for him. He's looking out in the flat to Salo. It's overthrown and nearly picked off again by Rawlings. Incomplete.
He is just not throwing the ball well.
Just not. I mean, his stats won't look that bad, but when he's missing badly. And
at that time, he was not rushed.
Right, he had some time. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Ashland. They're 3 of 8 in third down conversions tonight. They have it at the Ironton 37. We're still in the third with Ironton comfortably ahead 37-0. Hunter returns to the huddle after talking with head coach Leon Hart. He's got Withrow and Salo to the left, and Massey and Wetzel come to the right. And Rogers is going to be back there blocking for him. Suttles out over the football. Awaits the snap. Takes it, rolls to his left, steps up. He's going to Withrow. He's got it. Good catch inside the 30. Makes a move. Shaking and baking toward the far sideline to the 25 and hit and downed. But a nice reception and a nice first down again for the Tomcats. They convert on 3rd down. 4 of 8. And take it from the 37. And let's see where they're going to spot it. Inside the 25 probably. Nope, right at the 25. Good pass from Hunter. Good reception by Withrow. 1st and 10. Furthest penetration of the night for Ashland at the Ironton 25. They haven't been to the red zone yet tonight. Again, 2 wideouts to the left and 2 to the right. And Hunter's in the shotgun formation with Rogers or Watts back there to block now. Here comes the blitz. He's throwing down the sideline to Wetzel. Overthrows him at the 10. Incomplete.
And you're right, Dickie. He is overthrowing the ball badly.
Yeah. Had a little bit of that problem last year, but tonight, and it might be the defensive Ironton. They're big up front, and they're pushing the Tomcat offensive line back, and he's having to loft the football a little bit more. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Ashland now at the Ironton 25-yard line. It'll be Salo, Rogers, and Withrow. Nope, Salo and Withrow to the left. Massey and Wetzel to the right. Rogers are going to be back there blocking for Hunter. 2nd and 10. They give it to Rogers. He's going to plow forward for 5, maybe 6 inside the 20. Down near the 19-yard line goes Trey Rogers. So Ashland gets into the red zone for the first time tonight, but trailing at 37-0. He picks up about 6, so it'll be 3rd and 4.
Getting down here in this open window that I've got where I can actually
see the game. Yes. To the left side, Salo and Withrow. To the right side, Wetzel and Massey. Hunter in the shotgun. Rogers back there to block. Ironton in their 3-man front, showing blitz from their inside, and here they come. Hunter's going to release it. No, he's going to run it. Gets out of 1. He's inside the 20. Breaks another tackle down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Goes Sam Hunter.
And Dickie, he didn't
That'll be a first down.
He didn't run it because he wanted to.
No. Receivers again covered and picked up pretty good yardage from the 25. Let's see, down to the 14-yard line. Is it 14?
Yes, sir.
Is that where the ball is?
That is exactly where it is.
Another Tomcat first down. That's 13 of them tonight. You'd think he'd be in the ball game, but no. 1 wide out to the left, 2 to the right. Salo in motion. Hunter in the shotgun. Going to give on the counter. There goes Watts. Plows forward. Bangs off 1. Inside the 5. Still battling goes Cody Watts to about the 4-yard line. Nice run by the sophomore, Cody Watts.
Cody Watts, football carrier. Michael Lawler, Tyler Krossenberg on the tackle.
You know, I hate to say this, but there hadn't been any flags here lately.
That's why we're driving.
About time for one, isn't it? A gain of 9 on the play.
Looks like it's maybe 2nd and less than a yard, Dickie?
Yep, 2nd and a yard for a first down. Get 4 for the score. Trailing 37-0. Hunter's going to go up under center, split backfield with Rogers and Watts. Wetzel, wingman on the right. Withrow is the wide out to the right, the short side. Hunter up under Suttles now. Takes a snap, gives on the counter. There goes Rogers. Bangs forward down near the 2, maybe the 1. Got the first down, but didn't get enough for the touchdown. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cats now, trailing at 37-0. Time called on the play. We have an injured Ashland player, and I can't tell who that is. David, can you help me?
David's up here.
Oh. It will be a first down as they spot it at the 2. First and goal for the Tomcats when play resumes after the injured player. Well, I'm trying to see who's not. Well, it's not Hunter or Watts. Could be Rogers. I don't know.
Looks like we're down to about 5 seconds left in
Is it in the third quarter? Okay. I think it's Trey Rogers, number 25, the injured player. For Ashland, it'll be first and goal for the Tomcats as they spot it just outside the 1 near the 2. And they're attending to Trey Rogers, and I don't know what they're attending to. He's got it's not his knees or his legs. Apparently his upper torso, maybe. I don't know. They inserted Stafford back into the ball game.
Well, I'd like to, Ashland needs a score and needs a couple of scores.
Yep. Try to get it respectable. Right now it's 37-0. Trey Rogers, the injured player, coming off the field, and they are.
It looks like his
left leg. Yep, it's the left leg. And he's being helped off the field. He can't come off under his own power, so he'll be helped off the field. It'll be first and goal for Ashland when play resumes here at the near hash mark. Stafford is back at fullback. And that could be a big loss for the Tomcats and Trey Rogers, the senior running back who came in the leading rusher for Ashland this year.
That'll do it.
Stafford and Watts come out, split backfield. Hunter goes up under center in the third quarter. Mercifully comes to an end, and Ashland still has 0. And the Ironton Tigers have 37. They outscore Ashland 14-0 in that quarter. We'll be back with a fourth and final in a moment. Stay with us here on B97.1. How many plays did Ironton run in that quarter?
3.
That's what I got. Shit. And they outscored you 14-0?
Yeah, they ran 3 plays.
What?
3 plays.
They ran 3 plays and outscores 14-0.
Unbelievable.
Something wrong there.
Something bad wrong.
Something bad wrong.
This makes you think, oops.
We got outcoached tonight terribly, too.
I don't know. I think Lutz just does what he does. But
I know, but he knew everything. That bubble screen thing.
I mean, he's seen some film and coached it.
Wheelersburg 20, Maryland 0, Jackson 28, Logan 7.
All right, we start the final 12 minutes with Ashland trailing 37-0, but the Tomcats knocking on the door. First and goal, we'll call it the 1. Stafford and Watts split in the backfield as Hunter goes up under center. Wetzel's some wingman on the right. Withrow's a wide out to the right. First and goal from the 1. Hunter barking him out. The line of scrimmage. Long count. Pitch out. Here's Stafford trying to go around the right. He's in for the score. John Stafford goes in from 1 yard out, and the Tomcats are on the board. Finally, it comes just seconds into the fourth quarter as Stafford goes in from 1 yard out.
11:56, Dickie.
11:56 to go in this one. And I believe that's Stafford's first touchdown of the year. Congratulations to John. Cats will go for 2. Hunter brings him out. He's got Wetzel to the right along with Nunley. Stafford and Withrow to the left side. As Hunter's in the shotgun formation, going for 2, trailing at 37-6 now. Hunter takes a snap, rolls to his left. There's the pressure, and they sack him in the backfield. And again, it's Fields comes through. He comes in untouched again. And Hunter is not getting up. Now he's a little slow getting up, and he's up and around. He's getting tired of getting sacked. I don't blame him. The run for 2 fails, and with 11:56 to go in the ball game, it's now Ironton 37, and Ashland's not going to get shut out. They've got 6. Back in a moment on B97.1. What you got?
About 12 plays.
That's good.
66 yards. 416. 3 plays in the entire second.
Yeah, entire second half.
And still, if the game was just the second half, you'd be behind 14-6.
Yep.
No. 15-6. No, 14. 14. They missed the, yeah.
I don't hear anything.
Chris Richards to kick off for the Tomcats.
Now, dude.
The Brown back deep for the Tigers.
What in
the heck was that?
I think we tried to onside it.
It didn't mark.
No.
How much time? What's the time? Gosh, like they needed good field position.
Yep.
Ryan Warner, the ball carrier.
77 on the left. Chase
Ward on the tackle.
Well, the Tomcats get the score to make it 37-6. It's 12-play, 66-yard drive. Nice drive, but consumed too much time. Over 4 minutes, Stafford gets the touchdown. The run for 2 fails, and Ironton takes over at their own 45-yard line after Ashland tried to onside it. And Warner carries for no yardage on a nice job by Chase Ward to tackle him. Second down, we'll call it 10. Ironton only had run their 4th play, believe it or not, of the second half. And they still outscored Ashland 14-6 to this point. Full house backfield, double tight ends for Weiginger. As Weiginger takes a snap, he's going to keep it himself to the short side, running the option play up the far sideline. Gets 3, maybe 4 up near the 49-yard line, stops the clock. 37-6 is our score as Weiginger picks up 4. It'll be third down, and 6.
Corey Gregg on the tackle.
Ironton 1 of 1 in fourth down conversions. Tonight they're 2 of 4 in third down conversions. Haven't had to have many because they busted the big play. 3rd and 6 for the Tigers at their 49, leading at 37-6. See a few Ironton fans have left, not many, but I think a lot of Ashland fans have left. Double tight ends, full house T formation. Weiginger is going to give. There's a counter to Wilkes. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's got the first down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Same play he scored on before, twice.
How many yards that kid's got?
Yeah, let's see.
Got to be close to 160.
Oh, no, he's way over that. He's pushing 200 now. And give him 7 there. That'll give him 174 on 7 carries, and he has 4 touchdowns. It's the Wilkes show tonight.
Had a good game.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, the Ashland 44. Again, double tight ends in Rollins and Lawless. Warner the fullback, White and Wilkes are the halfbacks in the tee. They give it to Warner off the right side, plows forward.
You see what
He's got 4, 5 down to the Ashland 39. He just keeps plowing ahead.
Ryan Warner, the ball carrier.
He's got to be close to 100, isn't he?
Yeah, let's look him up.
Yeah, his
here.
have been 5 and 6
Yeah,
yarders.
61 tonight.
61.
But he's carried it 16 times. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 39-yard line. Ellis and Sinners out of the Tomcat lineup. And Davidson is in with Swift at linebacker. Ashland just got whipped up front tonight, plain and simple. They won it in the trenches. Weiginger, again T formation, double tight ends. Goes up under center. And he's going to give on the counter to Trevor White. And Ashland stands him up and sets him down. And there's Ward in there for the Cats along with Gregg. White's first carry of the night, no gain. 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers now, just inside the Ashland 40, leading at 37-6.
And there's 9 minutes left to go, Dickie.
Bromelia out over the football. White and Wilkes, the halfbacks. Warner, the fullback in the T formation. Again, it's Rollins and Lawless, the tight ends. They are tight. They push it out, flip it out to Wilkes. He gets away from one. He cuts back to his right, and he's gone. Wilkes will go in untouched for his 5th touchdown of the night. This one will cover 40 yards.
Well, he's had a career night tonight, hasn't he?
And that'll get him to 214 yards rushing, and he gets his 5th touchdown. It is now 43-6. Wilkes had 4 offensive touchdowns and 1 defense on an interception. 43-6, Tigers. They'll kick this extra point. Williams will try it. Waginger will hold it. How much time now?
8:30-ish.
8:30-ish. All right. Ball is on its way. It's blocked again by the Tomcats. Didn't quite get it high enough. Well, if there's a chink in Ironton's armor, it's their extra point kicks. So with 8.5 minutes to go in the ball game, it's now Ironton 43 and Ashland 6. Back in a moment on B97.1. Well, how many was that? Not very many.
6.
6 plays.
57 yards.
57 yards.
3:26.
Jesus, they suck.
(43-6). Well, now we know. Kind of getting a feeling how Russell felt, huh?
Yeah, boy. I'm glad I didn't take that 14 points Charlie Harmon wanted to give me.
I'll guarantee you one thing, though, praise the Lord, he'll be at work Monday.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Because if it was 43-6 the other way, you wouldn't have been there.
You miss a week. Well, it's Mr. Wilkes with his 5th touchdown of the night. 4 offensively, 1 defensively. This one a 40-yard run, 6-play, 57-yard drive. Kick was blocked, took 3.5 minutes, 43-6 Ironton. Webb will kick it off. It's a low liner. It's going to be taken by Watts at his 25-30. Brings it up to the 35, and they finally bring him down about there. So that's where Ashland will start, trailing at 43-6 now with just over 8 minutes to go, and I guess the Tomcats will start substituting here shortly. Nope, they're going to keep Sam Hunter in the game. As the quarterback, Suttles, will be the center. It'll be Swift and Krieger at the left side. The right side has Johnson and Hardy. The wideouts are Salo and Withrow to the left, Wetzel and Massey to the right. Hunter's in the shotgun with Watts back there blocking for him. 1st and 10. Hunter's going to roll left. Pumps. Still pumping. Going to throw it upfield. Withrow's got it at the 50 to the 45. Cuts back at the 40. Trying to outrun one and won't. And goes down at the Ironton 40. Nice pass from Hunter to Withrow.
Actually, it was a
15 first downs now.
It was actually a nice route by his initial route was closed off, and Withrow just made a new one.
Yep. 182 yards for Hunter throwing tonight, which is a pretty good night. But rushing-wise, the Tomcats have about 50, 55, somewhere in that neighborhood. Hunter sends 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Watts is back there blocking for him as Hunter will take the snap from Suttles. Ironton still in a 3-man front. Here comes the blitz. Here comes the pressure. Hunter lets her fly, and it's picked off and dropped back there by Lawless. He's tried to go to Wetzel.
But you're right, Dickie. 3 men front, and that's all that are rushing, are putting untold amounts of pressure on Hunter.
Swift comes out. Ward will go in at the offensive lineman. Second and 10 for the Cats now at the Ironton 41-yard line, trailing at 43-6. It'll be Wetzel, Massey, and Salo up on top to the near side with throw. As Hunter's in the shotgun and Watts is back there to block for him. Again, Ironton in a three-man front. Couple of linebackers cheating up a little bit. They're going to come this time. Here comes a rush, and down goes Hunter. Oh, he got away at the 45-40. Throws it upfield to Watts, and it goes through his hands and out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, Hunter just released it at the right time, just before the line of scrimmage. And Watts was wide open, and it got through his hands and incomplete. It'll be third down now. Ashland 4 of 10 in third down conversions tonight. In goes Stafford and Nunley. Out comes Salo and Massey. It'll be third and 10 for Ashland at the Ironton 41-yard line. Hunter has got to play and singles it in as Wetzel goes to the right, Nunley and Withrow to the left. Double blockers back there, Stafford and Watts, as Nunley goes in motion on third and 10. On the counter play, Stafford's going to get the call. Got a couple of 3 yards to about the 38-yard line. And we'll bring up fourth down. And about 7 at the Ironton 38. Now how much time we got, Chief?
About 7:20.
I wish it was about 20. All right, fourth down, for Ashland. They'll obviously gamble for it. This is not really a gamble.
Well, they can't all be pearls and nuggets.
No, you got that right. Nunley, Wetzel, and Stafford to the right, to the left Withrow on 4th and 7 for Ashland. At the Ironton 38-yard line, Watts is back there to block for Hunter. Ironton at a 3, now 4-man front. Here comes one linebacker running to his right. Hunter is going to throw it downfield. No, he's going to tuck it and run, and got a few yards, but not enough. Goes out of bounds about the 33. And Ironton will take over on downs.
Somebody told me coming into this game that Ironton had no pass defense, and I just have to argue with them.
I would disagree with that.
I think that this is a fine defensive team that Ironton has on the football field.
No question about that.
And you know what? I wouldn't want to play Wheelersburg because they held this team to 12 points.
Yeah, how can you figure that one, huh?
And I don't think I'd want to play Russell again because they held them to 29.
That's right. And Ironton's put a 43 spot up on the board. First and 10 for the Tigers now at their 34-yard line, leading 43-6. And they'll probably eat up the rest of this clock. I don't think Ashland will get the ball back. I think they'll just chew it up with 2 and 3 yards here and there. Full house backfield. A new quarterback in there is Kratzenberg. And they're going to give it to White off the left side. And White bounces off tacklers, eludes another. Gets it up near the 34-35-yard line. Comes Trevor White. Kratzenberg is the new quarterback. White's in there at a running back. And I think also we got in there Dion Brown, number 25. And that'll be a gain of 1 for White. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers now at their own 35-yard line. Not a whole lot of newcomers in there for Ashland. There's Chris Pritchard in at a outside linebacker, or is it a defensive end?
I think he's playing in.
I think he is playing in. You're right. Full house T formation, double tight ends. Kratzenberg going to leave it off to the fullback. And I don't know who that was. And we'll pick him up. 46 is the man who gets the call. Beach is his name.
Comes in 2 for Ashland. 50 and 53.
Oh, yeah.
Boggs and centers.
Gain of a few yards up near the 38-yard line. We'll call it 3rd down and 7 for Ironton at their own 37-yard line. Kratzenberg, the quarterback. Full house T formation, double tight ends. Kratzenberg going to give it off the left side. That's Brown who carries the football. Number 25 got back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brings up 4th down. And now flags all over the place. We got a little pushing and shoving going on out there.
I would assume that would be personal foul, Ashland.
And should be personal foul both ways, to be honest with you, because I saw number 32 for Ironton shoving and pushing as well. Yeah. As Ashland's number 60, Justice. And we've got several flags down. Should be offsetting penalties, if I'm guessing. Personal foul against Ashland. And they ejected. They threw him out, whoever it was. So he won't play next week. Who is it?
And number 60.
That's Justice. He's done.
And I'll guarantee you another thing. It won't be offsetting penalties, will it?
Nope. Personal foul against Ashland, and they threw him out.
Unbelievable.
Well, he can't play next week, and does that mean the coach has to sit out too?
Why would you kick a kid out over here when you're ahead 43-6?
Ridiculous.
Call the penalty and set him down.
Exactly. Let him go to the sideline. Ironton has a first down as they pick it up.
Not sure of that one,
Yep.
but hey, it is what it is.
Kratzenberg is the quarterback, rolls to his left and taken down by Gifford and Sinners over there, and a flag thrown at the 45, so they'll stop the clock. And another penalty against Ashland. Why?
I'm not sure why. Has to be
nope,
off.
this is going to go against Ironton. Nope, it's going against Ashland.
Has to be offsides, I guess.
I don't know. They didn't mention offsides, but it's
What was
5
that call,
yards.
Rick? Illegal substitution.
Alrighty. Oh, yeah, that made a big difference
That's
in the
called
game.
a lot in high school.
Yeah. That's 120 yards in penalties tonight. Full house backfield. Kratzenberg's bringing to the line. Double tight ends. It is 1st and 5 at the Ashland 41. Kratzenberg goes up under center and takes a snap and gives it to the fullback Beach. He plows forward inside the 35 to the 34. Looks like he's got enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers now at the Ashland 34-yard line. How much time till this massacre is over?
3:51.
3:51. 43-6, Ironton leads it, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Ashland 34. Again, Kratzenberg, the quarterback. Beach is back there with him, along with... Yeah, I'm going to have to pull out the program because they're really substituting now. Along with Brandon Wilson and Cody Jones. Double tight ends for the Tigers. They're going to give it again to the fullback Beach. He's got a couple of 3 yards down near the 31-yard line.
And you know, Dickie, this Ironton team is good enough that they really didn't need the extra help tonight.
You got that right.
They really did. And
No.
I just got to reiterate that. You know, this is a good football
Yes, they
team.
are. Yes, they are.
And the Stripes did not tonight have to help them.
No. And they didn't. Refereeing didn't cost Ashland the game.
Didn't cost them the game at all.
No.
But it just adds to the.
Yeah, misery. All right, new quarterback is Jalen Schweikert, a 5'8 sophomore. Again, the full house backfield. It is 2nd and 7 for the Tigers at the Ashland 31. Schweikert is the new quarterback. He goes up under center. T formation. Give it to Beach, the fullback again, and he got nailed by Sinners and O'Brien at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on that play. It'll be 3rd down at about 7. Ashland's been penalized more tonight than they have rushed for on the ground.
Well, there you go.
There you go. All right, 3rd down and 7 for Ironton at the Ashland 31. Again, double tight end. Schweikert is your quarterback. Beach is back there along with Jones and Brown. They're going to give it to Brown, who tries to get outside, and he does. Gets away from a couple of tacklers. Takes it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Good run.
And not going to be enough, or will it be enough for a first down?
No,
Officials look it over, and it will be 4th.
Yeah, it's well short, Dickie. A little more than a yard.
4th and a yard for the Tigers now. At the Ashland 25-yard line, got to go to the 24.
Are we under 2 minutes?
43-6 is the score. Under 2 minutes to go. We didn't get the 2-minute warning.
No, we did not.
All right, Schweikert, the quarterback. He's got a wingman now on the left side, and that is Wilson. Backs are split in Beach and Jones. Here's Beach, gets the call. He lunges for the first down. It's going to be close. Think he got there. as he hurdled a man down near the 24-yard line. Official stops the clock. The motion's first down. 18 first downs for Ironton now. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Ashland 24. With Ironton leading it 43-6, and they'll just run this one out. They'll do a couple of more plays here, and that'll be about it. Schweikert brings them out. Again, T formation, double tight end. Schweikert goes up under center. He's going to give it off on the left side, and that is Wilson who carries. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And one more play to go, I guess. That about right?
I can't tell. No, I think that was 24 seconds, Dickie.
All right.
I think they're going to ride this one out.
Ironton's going to break huddle, I think. Where it is 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers at the Ashland 24.
Yeah,
Schweikert, the quarterback. They'll run this play, and that'll do it. Again, 2 tight ends, T formation. Here's Schweikert. He's going to keep it himself. Go down after a yard or two gained by Hornbuckle. And mercifully, this one has come to an end. The Ironton Fighting Tigers whipped the Ashland Tomcats tonight. Cats were never in it. Ironton got off to a 8-0 lead to start things off on the first play from the line of scrimmage. They poured it on and win it 43-6. The Tigers remain unbeaten. They go to 4-0 as the Ashland Tomcats fall to their first defeat of the year. They fall to 4-1. Final score again is Ironton 43 and Ashland 6. Back in a moment on B97.1. Yeah.
That was horribly ugly. Horribly ugly. Good.
Well, the Tigers win it handily tonight as they scorch the Tomcats 43-6, and it started on the first play from the line of scrimmage. Wilkes goes 64 yards, his first of 5 touchdowns on the night. First play from the line of scrimmage takes him 5 seconds to go 64 yards. Warner ran it in for 2. It is 8-0. The Tigers lead it. And then they got another one on their second possession with 4:50 to go. Wilkes goes 71 yards, and Ashland had him backed up at the 2, so they go 98 yards in 6 plays. Takes them 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Williams booted the extra point. It's Ironton 15 and Ashland nothing. The Tigers got yet another touchdown in the second quarter. Warner a 5-yard run, his first touchdown of the night, and his only one, a 7-play, 57-yard drive that takes 3:40 off the clock. Waginger ran it in for 2, 23-0 Ironton, and that's the way they went to the dressing rooms at halftime. Ashland had the ball to start the third quarter, driving, but penalties and mistakes cost the Tomcats as Wilkes and Ironton, after Wilkes picked off a Tomcat pass, took it to the 40-yard line. It took him only 3 plays to go that 40 yards. Wilkes gets his third touchdown of the night. This one a 25-yard run. The kick was blocked. Ironton led it 29-0 with 8:42 to go in the third. Wilkes then picks off on the next series a Tomcat pass from Hunter. He goes 55 yards with a score. Waginger ran it in for 2, 37-0, and that's the way we ended the third quarter. Ironton got yet a fourth quarter touchdown, and the Tomcats finally got their only touchdown of the night with 11:56 to go. John Stafford ran it in from 1 yard out. A 12-play, 66-yard drive that took 4:16 off the clock. The run for 2 fails, 37-6. Ashland trails it, and Ironton got their final touchdown with 8.5 minutes to go on a busted play. Wilkes gets his 5th and final touchdown of the night. A 40-yard run, capping off a 6-play, 57-yard drive. The kick was blocked. Ironton led it 43-6, and that's the way it ends. The Tomcats now go to 4-1. They will head to Waverly, Ohio next week to take on the Tigers, while Ironton will be back here at home to face Gallipolis. The final score again, Ironton 43 and Ashland 6. We'll come back and talk to Coach Leon Hart in just a little bit. The Tomcats not only lose one player to injury, but they also lost one to ejection. And I think it was Justice, but I'm not real sure.
Number 60.
It was 60 Justice. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us here on B97.1. I'm not sure you don't lose the coach. I know it is in basketball, but football I'm not sure. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I gotta go check in 4 drivers. I left early for this.
Yeah. What the hell are you thinking, for God's sakes?
And you won't even take me out there. What a jerk.
What an ass.
Why don't you really are?
246.
There's nothing nice about you.
Well, okay. Okay. Wing.
Did you find out anything about JFL tomorrow?
10 o'clock's all I know.
Well, that's all I asked. I said, when did it start?
10. Well, Ironton wins it here tonight rather handily over the Tomcats. No, it wasn't rather handily. It was handily, 43-6. You don't have to call me Johnson, and it was 43-6. Ashland hadn't been beaten this bad by Ironton. I guess you got to go back losing by, how many is that, 37? They lost by 35 in 03. They lost by 38 in 01.
I see a pattern here.
Yeah, there you go. But Ashland was able to win last year and stop the 17 in a row, but hopefully Ironton won't start another 17 in a row anyway. But anyway, Ironton wins it tonight. The Tomcats had 15 first downs. Ironton had 18. Ironton was 1 of 2 in the air for 17 yards. Ashland 15 of 28 for 182 yards, but had 2 intercepted, 1 for a touchdown. Ironton ran the ball anytime they wanted to. 40 rushes tonight, gaining 334. Ashland 26 rushes tonight, gaining just 64. Ironton had 351 in total offense. Ashland 246. The Tomcats were penalized 10 times for 145 yards. Ironton twice for 25. So it was all Tigers. They just took it to us. That's all I can tell you.
But Dickie, I don't think Ashland is as bad as this, and I
agree.
I don't think Ironton is as good as this.
Maybe right.
I think in a large part, at least from my perspective, the Ashland kids really believed that they were that much better than Ironton, and I think those first couple of touchdowns early in the game set them back on their heels, and I think from that point they could not psychologically recover from what happened in the first quarter.
They never did. Tomcats just get outplayed here tonight, and Ironton won this game in the trenches. They came up with a 3-man front all night long, and they were always putting pressure on Hunter. He got sacked 5 different times, and so as Ironton's game plan worked, 3 men up front. Then they blitz. They bring a couple of guys off the corner from inside, but the secondary did a marvelous job for Ironton. Ashland had to pass, and Ironton. What Leon Hart likes to do is get Ironton out of their running, and that didn't happen. I mean, they didn't have to throw it. They threw it twice and completed 1. They ran it 40 times. So,
and you and I both know that officiating, for the most part, never determines the game, but it can give the game a different kind of a makeup, a look about it.
Right.
And it seemed like in the first half, when the game was still somewhat in doubt, that from time to time when Ashland would be driving or Ashland would have a good, solid defensive stand, there would be a penalty called, and it would be the big ones. It was never a small one, but it would be a big one that would give Ironton a first down or would put Ashland at 1st and 25 or 2nd and 30. And, I'm not saying that changed the outcome of the game, but I think it changed the makeup of the game, the way that Ashland played.
There's no question. A Tomcat high-powered offense gets shut down tonight, 6 points, less than 300 yards of total offense. And the good news is we go to Waverly next Friday night, a team that hasn't won a game, that not expected to do very well. well, but Ashland's going to have to bounce back. I mean, they're going to put on a better show than they did tonight, or they're in for a fight next week.
No question. And just remember, I'll be thinking about you at the beach.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. All right, David Payne will come back and talk to Coach Leon Hart in just a moment. Stay with us here on B97.1.
No, Bonnie.
Back in a moment on B97.1. Wake up back there. What are you doing, eating a hot dog?
Don't be dropping F-bombs on the air.
We're back at Ironton Tank Stadium where the Tigers have beaten Ashland tonight. Coach Leon Hart has stepped in to join us, and Coach, it's called crossing the river and getting handed to you, I guess. But the Tigers certainly started from the word go, and in the first half, and it was pretty much all Tigers.
I hate to tell you this, but for the whole ball game, it was pretty much all Tigers, and you know, I don't. That's a good football team. We're not going to play many teams that good. They played better than they played on any video. But the thing that's disappointing to me is they didn't do anything that we hadn't seen or hadn't prepared for. They didn't play anything different on defense, didn't come with any new blitzes or stunts, and we played like we played in the first half of the Johnson Central game last year. I mean, it was almost the same thing. And, you know, the first play of the game, the kid runs the length of the field for untouched for a touchdown, and there's no sense. I mean, I'm gonna have to see the video to see exactly what happened, but it just doesn't make sense with the way that we've played to come out and really just lay an egg like we did tonight.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's, I guess, you know, I'm not digging here for excuses, but obviously they remember last year, number one, their first home game. They saw the Russell score, well, our Russell score more than maybe theirs, and I guess maybe that's all they needed to get prepared, because they were an excellent football team tonight, and as you said, they probably haven't played like that, all year, but everything that we gave them was extra momentum, and plus being Ashland. I mean, that doesn't take a genius to figure that out, and we just did. I never got it going in any phase of the game, offensively, defensively, whatever.
Well, I understand them being emotionally charged about last year's game and any of those scores, but, you know, having the opportunity to come over here to Tank Stadium with the team that we have, and that should have been enough motivation for us. And I thought our kids really practiced well on Tuesday. I thought they really practiced well on Wednesday. We had a spirited, emotional practice yesterday, but we were different tonight. I mean, we were really different, tentative, and we played high, and we tackled poorly, and you have to give them credit. I mean, some of that can be theirs, but it's not their fault that we're playing high, or it's not their fault that we tackle poorly. I thought they executed extremely well. it's like I said, they didn't do anything different on defense, but they played faster than we played on really on both sides of the ball, much faster than we played. And again, they're a good football team, but you can't make excuses. We didn't show up tonight. We drop a ball the first pass that we throw, and then we bobble another ball and catch it, and that's a sign of a team that's playing pretty nervous to me.
They I'm not certainly not taking up for anybody, but it appeared Sam had no time, and when he did have time, they were off the mark, or didn't appear we were. Obviously the ball wasn't on the money as it has been through the first 4 games, but it was an offensive nightmare as well.
As a quarterback, when you get harassed as much as he got harassed and hit early, then you start hurrying. And we talk to Sam all the time about being quick and don't hurry. And a couple of passes that you saw Sale, he was trying to hurry a throw in there, and rush things a little bit. And it's hard to blame him for as many times as he got hit and knocked down in the first half, particularly. I thought he fought. That's one thing you're always going to get out of Sam. He's going to fight and scramble for yards and run hard, and he took some shots out there tonight. But there's absolutely no excuse. There's no excuse for our pass protection. And it depends on whether it's an either-or call for us. Right or left, and if it's a 60 call, then our guards ought to be blocking back, and they were blocking front, and that let a guy go loose, and then we had guys checking down that didn't have to check down, so you don't have an extra guy in a route that frees somebody up for coverage and clouds the thing up. And then if a back doesn't have somebody to block, he's supposed to go check and hold a linebacker in a box. Well, the linebacker was running out of the box because the back was trying to help whoever wasn't making their block. And, it was, I don't know how else to describe it, but it was a nightmare from the opening play on. It was nothing but a nightmare out here, and I told him it didn't look like the same football team. It didn't look like the team that had played 4 ball games. And when we were at Greenup and we weren't playing particularly well on defense and giving points up, our offense just went on the field and executed. And boy, tonight you can't say that. And we, I don't think we played well on any side of the ball. And I don't know. There's nothing else I can say. I'm not sure we made him punt all night.
Don't think so. No, we didn't. And obviously Wilkes scores 5 touchdowns, but we knew he was a quality back.
You knew going in Wilkes could run, and we knew if he gets loose, we don't have anybody as fast as he is. We don't have anybody going to run him down. We got a fast football team, but that kid right there, he's got a different gear, and we saw that from a year ago. If he gets outside, you're not going to chase him down, and our goal was to corral him and try to keep him inside, and we were getting reached when we should have had outside leverage. And I don't know. It's not going to be a fun video to look at, and it's certainly not going to be a fun week. And then I told him after the ball game, I said, we just got beat. We played a little harder in the second half, but we got out tackled, we got out physicaled. They executed better than we did, and I told them we did a poor job of preparing you. Evidently, we're going to get that fixed. We'll make sure you're prepared and come back Monday for we'll get ready to go. And the best thing about it's not a district game.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a district game, and it's a shame because I don't think they're that much better than us. I think they're a very good football team, but I don't think they're that much better than us. We just didn't show up and play.
Not trying to bait you or anything. God only know I wouldn't do that. But officiating's a bit different. It's not that should have been any surprise. I know it doesn't surprise you, and I don't know if it surprised the players or it seems like I don't know. That probably is not fair. I was going to say it seems like any time we had something going, there would be something that would be not good happen to us. But you play what's given you, and you know what you're going to get when you come here, and they know what they think every time they come to Putnam Stadium, they get it handed to them, and so I guess we just let that go by the wayside and continue to play.
Those guys were. They weren't a factor in the ball game. That's the only way I can describe it. I don't think they had anything to do with our pass protection. They didn't have anything to do with that dude running down the field. And we had a couple really bad penalties penalties in the first half. We get 2 holding calls that are 10 yards from the spot, and unfortunately our guy was about 10 yards deep, it seemed like, and so, you're talking about 15, 16, 18-yard penalties. At one point in time, we were 1st and 40. I mean, you got to get 4 first downs to pick that one up. That's a struggle, and those kind of penalties really hurt you. But I'd be willing to bet if I look on video, I'm going to see holding on both of those plays. The only penalty that I did not like was the delay of game, and I think we went and scored on that drive anyway. So I'm not sure that penalty hurt us. But if you're trying to blame it on the striped shirts for that loss right there, then I think you're just you're reaching and you want to blame somebody other than the coaches and the players. And I think that we've as a coaching staff and them as players have to take responsibility for what happened or didn't happen here tonight, and we got to make sure we get it fixed before we travel to Waverly next weekend.
Well, Trey Rogers went down. Don't know the extent of that. I mean, he was in a lot of pain over here on his ankle, and I guess we also probably lost one of the players. I guess got ejected, and I guess that means obviously when you're ejected, I don't guess you can play the next week. So we're going to be a little. If all that pans out, I guess we'll be even more shorthanded than what we were.
Yeah, well, we lost Kyle Wessel last week, and I think that hurt us because he did a good job of directing everybody as far as pass protections and those kind of things, and so we were minus him, and I'd be shocked. I mean, I will be completely shocked if Trey Rogers is able to play next week. I'm hoping it's an ankle sprain and not a broken ankle, and Josh Centers he's out for sure next week. You get ejected, don't get to play the next week, and we talk about that all the time, trying to keep your composure to make sure that that you don't get involved in some kind of a fight out there on the field that gets you kicked out because you're sitting next week regardless, and that's all of us. I mean, I don't like losing. I don't think there's anybody that sat on this sideline that likes losing to Ironton. They don't like losing, period. And if you stay in this long enough, you're going to get beat, and you're going to get beat badly at times. And I think the true character, we'll find out a lot about this football team. We'll see how they bounce back. I mean, you've heard people say all the time, it's easy to lead when you're in front. I mean, when things are going well, it's really easy to lead, and we'll find out this week who's going to step up and who's going to fight and scrap and play. And we saw some guys out there continue to do that tonight, and we've got to regroup. It's not the end of the season. It's not a district game, so it really hasn't cost us anything except a bunch of pride. And we took great pride in beating them a year ago, and now we're going to have to accept the fact that they're taking great pride in beating us tonight.
All right, Coach. It's on the turf next week at Waverly, and all I know it's up 23 past Portsmouth, and hopefully we'll get a bunch up there because this is when fans can help out a little bit and stay with us, and I know they will.
Yeah, the same people have been cheering for us for the last 4 weeks need to come out and cheer for us again. And I'll be honest with you, I go through there constantly when I go up to see my parents. So I know the drive. It's not a bad drive. I think it's about an hour and 15 minutes in a car. And it's a small little community, so they'll have a good crowd. And we should take a good crowd up there with us because it's really not that bad a trip. And we'll regroup. Our kids will bounce back. One thing about young kids that you deal with like that, they're much more resilient than coaches are. I mean, they're much more resilient. They'll get over this a lot quicker than the coaching staff will get over it, and they'll be ready to line up and figure out what we're going to face next week and what we're going to do, and I'd say that we'll execute a little better next week. I promise you that.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, and got a couple of days of JFL coming up at the stadium on tomorrow and Sunday, and that's our group. That's our future, and I'm sure we'll have a good crowd after that. Chins up, heads up, and head them home. Stay calm and get her done.
Well, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we've just got to make sure that we get everybody, staying pulling together, and we don't point fingers at each other. And it's like I told them after the game, we're going to take responsibility for it as coaches, take responsibility for it as players, and let's figure out what we did wrong, get it fixed.
See you next week.
All right, thank you.
Coach Leon Hart of the Tomcats. Did you give me you need that. I don't know I don't know the final score.
43-6.
43-6. 43-6. Ironton beats Ashland tonight here at Tank Stadium, and for